Someone he hit me on Twitter. He's like, "Yo, I want to join the stream." Well, he actually made a video about it. Wait, we're live. What's going on, people? Back like we never left.
No, real talk. That's the most unprepared you've ever been.
I clicked start broadcast by mistake. Yo, what's popping? What's popping, everybody?
Yo, can you guys hear me good from back here? I'm like kind of leaning back in my chair.
Nah, we can't hear you, bro.
All right, fuck you. I'm falling for this troll again.
No, I legit can't.
Are you gripping this?
I legit can't hear.
Oh, really? Okay. All right.
True. Are you gripping the fifth wheel?
Fuck, bro. What the hell's wrong with you guys? I'm trying to get comfortable in my chair and shit.
Why don't you just bring?
Gotta stay off that lean, Froob.
I think Brago just fucking died or something.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that he just
Too much lean.
Wait,
Too much lean on my collapse. Late like we never came.
Lately.
Oh man! All right. Well, since Brago's MIA, what do you guys think about the chapter?
Is that what we're jumping to?
I mean, I might as well.
Listen, it was like a billion out of 10, man. It was crazy.
Yeah, I know, dude. I don't think, dude, we haven't seen a hype in character introduction like that in a long time, bro. This dude.
No, it's not even Katakuri, man. Screw that dude. No one cares.
What?
Morgan is god tier.
Yo,
the bird?
Is that the bird? No one
Big
cares. No one cares about fucking Big Bird Sesame Street.
Yeah, man. Big Bird is god tier. Trust me.
Bro, I just know I'm about to have nightmares about him, bro.
I'm pretty sure he's just.
When you say god tier, do you mean like combat wise or just?
He's just strong.
No, not
what is he though?
No, he is. He's like story wise, he's about to mess everything up.
No.
He's
not.
No one in here knows if you're trolling or not, so no one's trying to say shit. Everyone's just like.
Big Bird is so important to the ending of this arc with Judge Vinsmoke.
Okay, he's strong.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
He was the one that was making a story about it the minute like he spread their legend.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the fucking mortician dude looks sick as fuck though.
He's also the reason, like, you know, when the newspapers get spread around the world and there's those news coups, he's in charge of all of them. And when the news stories get spun, he's the one that spins them.
Yeah. I forgot what I was going to say. You know, in chapter 859, right? I think Capone said something about having the news report about how Big Mom gets taken down by him or some shit like that. Do you think that this guy could be there for Capone, or is it solely for Big Mom?
Wait, sorry, say that again. I wasn't paying attention.
Seems like no one's got. In chapter 859, right? Capone said something about how the news will report Big Mom's fall, about how he's going to kill him in it, and then the whole news will report that he's the one that did it. Like, do you guys think that Morgan is there for Capone, or do you think it's Big Mom?
No, I don't think.
Because there was some people speculated that some of the guests would be for Capone as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that had anything to do with it. I think he was just hyping it up, like he's going to get so much fame from killing Big Mom. I don't think it was anything like that, but you might be onto something.
Yeah. Honestly, none of them look like they down to work with Capone. Like, they look like they too legit. They look too legit to be working with Capone, to tell you the truth.
I feel like I keep forgetting his name. The big fat guy. What's his name?
Which one?
Oh shit.
Ooh, Crocodile.
The one that actually looks like a legit. Yeah, he looks like Crocodile and what's it called? He looks like Crocodile and Capone mixed together.
Fat crocodile?
Yeah, it is a fat crocodile.
His name was Dufeld.
What do you mean? It's Crocodile. That's
Yeah,
Crocodile.
Dufeld. Yeah, he's the only one that looks legit.
Crocodile.
I think the person that looked the best, the coolest looking person there was Drug Peklo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he looks like a savage.
And the fucking the drunk dude, he fucking reminds me of Avalo Pizarro. He's probably fucking crazy.
Listen, you guys are overestimating them. It's all about Big Bird right now.
What? What was his name? Morgan's.
But Morgan's is gone, yeah, man.
Wait, so Theory, did you were you talking about the ties Morgan's possibly has to Germa?
He's got ties everywhere, my friend.
Yeah, but do you think he would be like working with Germa?
Yes.
Well, you have to remember it's economic times. It's not just the regular newspaper, so I don't think he has anything to do with What's his
Yeah,
name?
but he's the one that was posting the Sora stories, right? The World Economic Times was what was
Right.
doing the Sora and Germa 66
Yeah.
Legends.
Oh,
he
was
was
it the
doing
World Economic Times? Are you
That's
sure?
right.
the Wii Times?
yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Wii
remember
Times.
the-
yeah,
The Wii
you're right.
comics.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
The dude
Okay.
had a chapter named after him, 825, the Wii Time.
The Wii
Yeah,
Times,
that's actually crazy. I didn't even think that. I didn't
And
realize that.
chapter 8, last chapter, they even mentioned his name as being, one of the guests that arrived. He's important, guys. Don't sleep.
Yeah, like I said, it has some. Like, I
Well, they're
thought
all gonna be pretty important, but yeah.
I like how Big Mom brought him in though. Like, seeing as he's the one that built up their legend, it would be amazing to see him like put an end to it if she actually
wants
does
him.
manage
Yeah,
to quote unquote kill them.
she wants
I'm
them to
interested into what
document
he
their
did.
downfall as well. She wants them to document
exactly.
their downfall.
So they're not gonna erase his mind though.
Exactly.
Is this
Everybody else
Tamago's
is fine.
dad?
To Marco's that.
Morgan's.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yo, wait, someone just said in the chat that Katakuri's devil fruit is OP. Was it actually confirmed that jelly beans
No.
was his devil fruit? Or was
No,
That's what I said.
it was not. I see a lot of people are saying it's that he's broken. I don't think so.
Nah, he's not. He's really not. He's
I don't
really
think
not.
so.
I don't see him like. I see his power only seeing about 5 or 10 seconds into the future at most.
I think all of you are sleeping on. I think all of you are sleeping on Stussy, man.
Say that
Stussy?
again.
Sleep.
Yeah.
Wait, sleep on. Who? I didn't hear that.
Stussy.
Bro, Theory just
Stussy,
wants to
whoever
fucking talk about all the people that no one's talking about.
Bro.
Wait, so what was she? What was Stussy? Like I forgot. I even.
Queen of the pleasure porter.
Yeah, she's basically queen of the
Oh,
hoe.
she's a hoe.
Yeah, she's like she's like trafficking.
Wait, why is she there?
What? No, it's like trafficking. You know what I mean?
Dude, Brago, you never been to a party?
Wow.
Well, you don't.
see
Well,
where
I
that's
guess that's true. You're right.
See
You're
where
right.
that's going.
You're right about that. But wait. So okay, Perospero impressed me with his manipulation.
Yeah, that
of
was
his devil
insane,
fruit.
bro. He
That was
literally
crazy.
put an escalator in seconds, like 3 seconds.
Oh, I want to talk about Perospero as well. When he says those kids, I know you guys think he's pedophilic or whatever.
Oh, he's a
but when he tells them
dude.
when he tells them to eat the escalator in 3 minutes, that gives the people enough time to get to the top. And then when they eat the escalator, that means there's no more entrance and there's no more exit to the tea party. So they're trapped.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Yeah.
What if Big
I-
Mom's plan is to kill everyone at the tea
why they
party?
point.
Well, they said a trap. What do you mean a
That'd be
trap?
nice.
Like it's like a long fall down, or
No,
Yeah.
what he's saying is it's on the roof.
Yeah, because they're on the roof, innit?
Anything-
It's on the
Yeah,
roof.
he's basically saying that he's trying to cut off the entrance so they can't get out.
well, they're using the mirrors though.
No, he's
No,
talking about the
we're talking
underworld,
about
the underworld
everybody,
people.
I guess.
Oh, the underworld guys. Oh, okay,
Sure.
okay, okay. Well, I mean, do you guys think any of them are getting out alive, or does Big Mom just erase the memories of people that live?
Nah, Big Bird. They got to keep Big Bird if he has something to do with the news.
So just Big Bird? Everybody else died?
Listen, Big Bird. What can I say, man?
Big Bird is gonna be the one that 1v1's Big Mom.
Him and Brooke, bro. The counters, bro.
Wait, so Theory, when you were reading the chapter, right? After Capone said, "Oi, who the hell shot him?" That's a guest. Who do you think did it? Did you think it was, at first I thought it was Vito.
Same here, bro. Same.
I mean, I know-
Vito would have been the first guess, but no, I turned the page too quick.
Yeah, I was like, yo, did Vito do that? Like without even asking, but then they saw like the silhouette on top of the roof. And then it was like this random dude. And then it ends up being like Katakuri. And it's like, where the hell has he been this whole time?
You mean Blackhead Zoro?
Black Hair
My
Zoro?
dog. I liked how.
Or Black
Yo, I liked how Joy Boy explained him because like he was all like, yo, like the way he hyped him up, he was all like, yo, everybody else in the story of One Piece does not look that dope. Like everybody else looks kind of silly or whatnot, even if they're really dope characters.
Yeah.
He looked straight gangster.
Even though I usually
looks
don't,
dope.
even though I don't really like the look of like characters like this, where it's like kind of like biker type thing, but it's like
Yeah.
it's so different from anything Oda's ever drawn before.
That's
That's
the
like so
thing.
cool.
It
It
doesn't
reminds me of Ace.
Yeah.
Another thing too is
Reminds you of Ace.
his ability to see the future, right? If it's really good, he could possibly see the bomb exploding, not even explode.
So here's another thing where I think Capone planned for this guy. in his whole plan.
Yeah, I do.
He even mentioned that if we don't do this in this time, the commanders are going to be on us. So I need 5 seconds. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like he mentioned like this time needed to do these things because more than likely he knew that Katakuri would see what's going to happen. So like with the 5 seconds when somebody's going to attack, he needs someone to create a distraction in the meantime. So
Yeah,
I think he did plan for it.
I think that he's actually using Luffy as like a complete bait to get Katakuri out of the way, because I assume that there's obviously a downside to Katakuri's thing. So like, say for example, you can see 5 seconds into the future, and then he sees 5 seconds in the future that Luffy's gonna like kill the picture, but he can only see 5 seconds into the future. So when he goes to attack Luffy, he's gonna like Capone's gonna send someone to go in for the picture, and then that's gonna be the plan.
Yeah, like, that's what I've been saying. That like, there's a way to trick it in a sense. So like by him like using Luffy as a bait, if he's focused solely on Luffy and what will be, because I don't feel like he's told Luffy the full plan. So like if it's like, I don't know how many of you guys have watched Hunter x Hunter, right? But you know that that Phantom Troop girl, where
Which
if
one?
she touches you, the one that can read your mind and that she knows everything that you've been thinking. Like, so when they were trying to find out who Kurapika was.
Oh, I know you're talking about who
Yeah, so like, you know, when you don't know anything, so like planned ignorance. It's like if they don't know who Kurapika is, she's not going to find out nothing. But as soon as they know, she finds out everything.
Oh,
I feel like it might be like a similar thing where Capone purposely kept Luffy in the dark as to like the true plan, so that this guy can't actually.
Interesting.
To an extent, like, I don't know. That's how I see it.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's why he didn't tell him the whole plan.
Also,
that's why the plan seemed sketchy.
Yeah.
I was having an argument with some of the people in the Discord when we were talking. I want to see your guys' opinion on this. Basically, I was saying that like his ability probably takes a bunch of like, I don't know, basically observation hockey to use. So like he probably can't like spam it like over and over again. Like he's probably gonna run out of observation hockey, kind of like Luffy in Gear 4th. But they were saying you can't run out of observation hockey. So what do you guys think about that?
No, you can. There's Sanji ran out of it on Punk Hazard.
Oh,
So
I don't remember that, but
that's that.
Sanji ran out of it in Punk Hazard when this happened.
He said that like he was in such a weakened state that his observation was lowered to the point where he couldn't differentiate Kinemon from fish.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember that, but
it was when he was like swimming in Nami's body to get Kinemon's legs.
Because is he like aware in present time when he's seeing into the future, or is it just like he goes into some sort of trance?
Yeah, it's hard to say. Seeing the future is really weird because even he has like some like weird ability to where he says he told Capone, he's like, now you're gonna reply, I see, that's fine then. And Capone still said it. What?
Yeah.
You can't hear me?
Wait, now you went off a little bit. Say that again.
Oh, like when he's wait, hold on, we got a donation.
Oh shit, Raven, what's popping, bro? He said nice chapter, and Anglo Glogian said
watch
Shanks be able to see a week into a week.
Yeah, that might be too much, but we were talking about that before the stream, that Shanks might be able to stop time or whatever, but we can talk about that.
Shanks, you sitting there narrating your whole week, you'd be like, first you pick up the cup of tea, then you go for the scone.
Yes, Shanks can see so far in the future, he knew Luffy was going to be the fucking Pirate King, so that's why he allied with him.
Wow, that's why Shanks did it. I mean, I don't think you can see that far in the future, but I do believe that he can do it now.
No, but what I was trying to say is that, like, when Katakuri was talking to Capone, he was like, okay, now you're going to say this, and then Capone still said it, so it seems like you can't, like, change the future at all. Like,
or
you know what I mean?
You can.
I think it's just like he just went along with it.
People, this is
no, I don't think so.
This is more of a overall story, but these can alter fate.
Yeah,
D's can alter. Oh shit! Yo, you're a genius, Theory.
Bro, don't say this on stream, bro. Tell me this in the DM so I can see.
Yeah, that was actually
no, but I was saying that like that I believe that the Conquerors and the D's like Luffy's different. Like Luffy is going to be able to like bypass the whole observation thing. Because I remember when Hawkins said his chances to die never go to zero or something. So it's just like
there's a bunch of scenes, bro. There's loads.
Yeah. So it's like I don't think maybe Luffy. I mean, Luffy's obviously going to be the X factor here in how they actually do something, but they're saying what the fuck did he say?
You want me to repeat it?
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, basically he said that since Luffy's a D and they have like they said in the past that the D has the trait to alter fate, or what was it exactly? They alter
Like,
fate, right?
they like just in the story, like you don't even have to go back into the Void Century, just Luffy, Blackbeard, and like all these D's. They are outside, like they are so lucky all of the time that they don't like if someone has a destiny, D's ignore it, they just go their own way.
Yeah, but I thought that I remember specifically like that they can alter fate or something like that. That it actually said that in the story, or is that just
I think, yeah, it's a quote, but I don't remember where.
I think
Yeah.
Son Goku said something like that. Something like that.
Wait, what did you say?
No, I said I think
Son
Son Goku said something like that. Don't quote me though.
Don't quote me. What do you guys think about?
It's not like they did it on purpose. By the way, they did it by accident.
What do you guys think about Smoothie and what she was doing? Like just
Hey, I was down with it, bro. I was down with it.
That's just rude, though.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked
how
up.
How did they just using her as a vending machine, bro? She legit just got relegated.
Well, I mean, you
can't
think
have
about it. Like everyone on Big Mom's crew is like used to like set up this party. Like Perospero uses the candy to make candy and use the candy elevator and shit like that. And fuck,
bro, she's just sitting there. She ain't got no important role like blocking up the exits and entrances and shit.
Yo.
She's just sitting there squeezing drinks.
Yo, bro, first it was
RIP
Zeppo, now it's RIP that giraffe, bro.
Yeah, RIP Kaku.
I mean, I think like again, Oda is saving her, but at this point and how this plan is gonna go, I just don't see it working, man. I just don't see how this plan even stands a chance with everything that's against them. And also someone said this to me on Twitter, but I went back and looked at it. Do you guys think that snack in front of Big Mom?
Did he what?
I think it's a good chance. Like I saw that tweet as well.
Wait, where?
It's similar to Smoothie.
On page 13. On page 13, the black hair has the same boots as Cracker, Katakuri, and Smoothie.
Where?
I mean, Cracker's the only one with a different design, right?
Wait, hold on. Where is this picture?
Right in the middle, closest to
right in the middle, sitting down with the long ponytail.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, okay.
I was wondering who that was because it looked like it was
Smoothie with the legs.
People were saying Uruj beat her in like bed. So
in what? Sorry, what did you say?
Like Uruj defeated Snack in bed is what people are saying.
But yeah, I mean, but that's another long leg. It looks like so. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like it reminds me of Smoothie. It reminds me of Smoothie a lot.
And I don't see why Snack would still be in the crew and not be a Sweet Commander.
I mean, but if you lose,
there's no one saying that she's not. Oh wait, yeah.
Didn't they say that there used to be 4 Sweet Commanders? Now there's only 3.
Yeah. I remember that.
But I would think you'd get demoted, right? Someone say Cat Viper is somewhere there as well.
It's possible that like I don't know. I feel like Big Mom's not the type of person to demote someone. She probably either killed him or like I don't know. He had to escape or something.
Yeah, because think about it this way. Like the same thing, you would have to say the same thing is going to happen with Cracker, and like we haven't seen him yet, so we assume he's probably gone. He ain't coming back.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
The Rouge, after Rouge defeated him or her, that just snacked Spawn with the Rouge because
Snack's carrying the if she's pregnant, she's carrying the next Pirate King.
If she's pregnant, what the fuck? People say that they think Rouge killed Snack.
Or Porcasty Road.
I mean, this chapter did throw me off because of how short it was, though. I was like, I expected at least like 17 pages. We got 13 pages.
26 pages.
I want to throw this up. That's the last thing I'll say because I gotta go soon. But the future vision. Just think about, like, for example, we always discuss bomb goes off, that it ruins Capone's plan, it ruins this and that, right? Because it ruins the timing of everything.
Right.
If Katakuri foresees the bomb exploding and stops it from happening and is focused on that, that means Capone's plan can go off on time, that Vinsmoke's plan can go off on time, and all this and that.
So you're saying the bomb is gonna essentially help Capone and them, and their plan without them even knowing that the bomb.
Well, that's a possibility now, yeah. Because Katakuri is legit the only person that can see the bomb coming. He's the only one that can do it.
Huh. So in a way, it's just gonna work out for them due to the bomb from back then. I mean,
maybe.
Serendipity. They said Matt B was thinking the same thing, that maybe all the chaos going on at the wedding might mess with Katakuri's scenes in the future. I mean, it's like we still don't know his limit. So that's the thing. It's like, what is his limit? How often can he use this?
It's not to say that like the bomb is the only thing. There's the cake, there's the handcuffs, there's loads of stuff. But the bomb is one vital one that Katakuri can get rid of if he does.
I'm assuming he can't just spam seeing in the future over and over again.
Yeah.
To say who's the person with the Dofi looking boa on his back? Well, I guess that's page 13. Yeah, a person with like a Dofi.
Yeah.
Cape.
That's like a girl. It's got like a tail.
Yeah, a tail.
It's like a cat woman.
I mean, it's like a bunch of people that. Do you think there are more people that we're gonna see that aren't in this spread?
Yeah,
that
they
she's
were the last. Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's
Right,
a reason. Like some of these people we see and their backs are turned for a reason. Because the people we saw at the beginning were only the last people to enter, so we haven't seen the people that entered first.
So, do you think next chapter the wedding starts?
Yeah, for sure. I'm pretty sure this chapter was literally that the wedding start. Oh no, the wedding? No, it might just be the tea party. Yeah.
See, that shit still confuses me. I don't know what this.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Imagine this. This is basically what it is. It's the tea party, and there's a wedding at the tea party.
Okay, but how far into it?
Oh, we don't know, obviously, but.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing as far as like the tea party's happening before, right?
No,
is it before?
Wait, say that
again. No.
I mean, it's happening right.
The wedding is at the tea party.
Yeah, but the tea party's happening right now.
Yeah.
There's a dude as well. On the complete left, underneath the tree. He looks like he's on fire.
Which one?
He's on
he
fire.
looks like he's on fire.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
no,
I don't see
yeah,
him. Is that
is
a
that
dude
Prometheus? Or oh no, he's in the back.
Wait, is that a dude or is that like?
I don't know what.
Might be a homie. I can't tell.
I really can't tell. Like, I really can't tell what that is.
But,
I mean, like, okay, so what do you guys think about Germa? And like, do you think that they intentionally kept Reiju out of their plans? Because she seems like to be really panicked, and they're really calm right now. Like, they're not.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it possible that they're all just fucking retarded? I don't know.
Man, Morgan.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they seem extremely confident, right? And I'm just hoping. Like, I don't care what it is. I don't care whether it's because they've got a plan, because they've got a counterattack, or because they're just confident in their strength. As long as they've got something to back up their confidence, I don't want it to just be like
they get one shot and they're completely blind.
I'll read the quote to you. How Morgan was supposed to say it. He said, "Me and the Germa go way back," but what he was supposed to say is, "Me and Judge are bros."
Me and Judge are bros. I mean,
bro, I don't see Ichiji or Reiju in this panel though. I see everybody else. Or no, is that?
I see Ichiji.
Okay, no, I don't see Niji then or Reiju, because I see Yonji all the way in the far left, and I see Judge and Ichiji on the right.
Wait, so what are you looking at? Oh,
you're looking at the final.
Yeah.
Are you looking at the last panel?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So since they're not in that panel, one can assume that they're more like people that we're not seeing. I mean, we pretty much figured that, but
no, yeah, there's definitely people we haven't even seen, because there's people there that we haven't seen already, like the pig and all those people.
I'm trying to figure out who they're saying is Cat Viper. I don't.
They're probably just trolling, dude. There's no way Nekomamushi's there.
Bro, you know what's crazy though? she's really setting this up so that she can just destroy them if she wants to, because like they're outside. So like if she wants to pull out that thunder or that the clouds, the fire, or whatnot, she can.
That's what Theory was saying, because literally Perospero told the kids to lick the candy escalator.
Yeah.
He's probably trying to cut off their exit, which is insane. That Theory saw that.
I mean, but it's like, why would you want to kill the people at the tea party? I mean, Pudding pretty much said that she alters the minds of people there. So this is probably a regular thing just to entertain Big Mom.
All right, what if all of the Underworld, all of Germa and Capone and Luffy are versus Big Mom? Do we think they have a chance?
All of Germa and all of the
Basically
Underworld.
Everyone at the team party besides Big Mom versus Big Mom. And
do they have a chance?
Are you including her like commanders and stuff, or no?
Yeah. Her, like basically the Big Mom players versus everyone else.
Oh, okay.
One of you said, I'm assuming you're not.
Not at this point anymore, man, because we don't know nothing about German. So,
right. If everybody versus Big Mom, they have a chance to escape. I see that.
Don't think they're beating them. I mean, I guess it depends how strong the Underworld people are. Didn't they say they're strong as fuck? Did anybody say they're strong as fuck?
I mean,
Big Bird maybe. Big Bird, he got some fire.
Yeah, I don't know how strong Big Bird is going to be.
Big Bird is not strong.
You don't see he got the pin pad on.
Well, I mean, the dude with the scythe definitely has to have
a good backhand. You gotta have a good backhand. Yo.
The dude with the scythe has to be strong. You don't carry around a scythe like a bitch.
I just feel like he's a killer. I don't feel like he has to be strong.
That's true.
Wait, do you think this was like? Did he remind you guys of Killer in any way? Because that's what I immediately thought of.
I don't understand why people keep saying that.
Oh, with the mask.
Because of the weapon and the mask.
I never thought of that.
And then Kid did hint that Killer had some Underworld ties before.
I mean, that would be pretty sick.
So that's his like he's the apprentice and that's the master.
Brago, you remember the theory we made a long time ago about like Killer coming to the wedding or whatever?
I still think so. I mean,
I don't think I don't know. I don't think so either. But we might be able to like. It might be that drug guy instead of Killer. You know what I mean? Because he fits kind of like the same role.
No, but the thing is, we were saying that Killer's gonna come because of the whole massacre, red wedding, stuff like that. But now I feel like Killer has to get help because there's no way that he can rescue Kid by himself. So being the logical person that we've seen, it's like, all right, I can't save him by myself. I have to go get help. So
yeah,
it's
but
like,
why would he be at okay,
well, if you have ties to the Underworld, it's like the fastest way to get to the Straw Hats. It's like, why not go there? I mean, it's one of those. It's weird if he does all that just to get Kid back, but there's no way he's getting Kid back by himself.
If we see Killer at the fucking wedding and he goes with the mortician dude and he's like, "Oh, so you're here, Dad?" And I'll be like, I go crazy.
In chapter 858, Peckham's was talking about people like shuffling around at night delivering cargo. Could that be the shipping dude, or is that someone else?
Well, Brago was saying that it was the fishermen trying to leave the island because they were packing up all their stuff.
No, that was no, this was 2 chapters ago.
You talking about when? You talking? I saw people carrying packages.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was saying it's just them trying to get out of there.
Yeah, it's the fishermen's carrying
shit up. All ass.
I don't know. I think it was people coming in.
Bro, but will y'all be mad?
Well, then what would be the reason to not tell Luffy would be so Katakuri doesn't know? Would that be the reason?
I was saying maybe it's that underground dude, the shipping dude.
Well, what's he shipping?
What is he shipping?
I don't know, man. He's shipping something.
That's the thing. It's like, what is
theory of the year, y'all? Theory of the year.
Wait, what did you guys think? Like that random dude, right? That Katakuri took out. Did he not have on like a straw hat?
He did. He really did. I know.
Foreshadowing, man. Foreshadowing.
He had on like a straw hat, and then he said, "Yo, I was at a funeral, and I didn't show up." He's like an organ dude.
Yo, that was crazy though. That was crazy because it really shows that Big Mom was not joking when she says that you have to come to the wedding that she invites you to, otherwise you're fucked.
Yeah,
Why
it's
she
confirmed.
let him show up on her island though?
No, but he didn't show up to the last thing that she invited him to, right? So she literally sent him the head
Another.
of his
Yeah, his
dad, I
father.
think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
his
his dad was in hospital, and then she cut off his head and sent it to him, and then kills him when he gets to.
And then she sent another invitation.
Yeah, she sent another invitation, so he came back to kill her because he killed his dad.
because he's mad.
Yeah, and then Katakuri saw that and killed him.
Yeah, and look at the gun
So
was in
she
his
was
hand as
literally
well.
not fucking around. Yeah, like when they threatened Zeph, they were not fucking around.
Yeah, because when
she's in business.
Katakuri killed the dude, he was saying like he was about to shoot you, so I killed him. So that's why the gun.
Wait, so who is the person you think she sent to do this stuff?
Well, I mean, it could be anyone. I mean,
It could be Potato Starch since he wasn't there the whole time.
I
I don't think it has to be anyone important. I mean, you're literally just going to a hospital and cutting off some fodder's head. It could be anyone.
I mean, that's true. I mean, but I guess it's like for like the top tiers, you gotta have like a person
What
that
do
you
you
feel
think
can
of
handle.
the dude, God of Fortune or King of Fortune?
He's just a
Yeah, that's kind of
He's a
weird.
black market dealer, isn't it? He's a black market dealer, so he's probably always winning the best deals.
The King of Fortune.
He probably runs like a casino. You know, casinos are pretty dirty. They
Well,
probably
yeah,
have some
he's the
unmonetized.
black market king, so he probably gets like all the profits from the black market and shit like that.
Yeah.
So he's probably just rich as fuck. I mean, he has that
funny. I
rich.
thought it was funny also how Oda trolled us for those people that believe Crocodile was coming because he was on the front page.
And then he has this dude, Dufeld. I mean, do you think he has ties to Crocodile?
No.
Nah, it's just a troll.
I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised. Like if it was revealed next chapter that he was his dad, I really wouldn't be surprised.
That would
mean,
be interesting.
I think this goes to show that Oda probably has more plans because it would be a cool way to tie him back into the story if you just had him be there. Like you, Crocodile, let's just but more probably has other plans for him if you don't include him. But then you have him on the cover
I think
story.
it's really strange also that Ichiji is the only one dressed up in white.
Is he?
Yeah. On page 7.
What, page 7? Hold up. Wait, Judge. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Huh. So he has a white shirt on.
Is he hiding like weapons underneath?
I don't think he's hiding weapons.
No, because
Maybe he wants to
that's because those are his morning clothes. Like he wore those in the morning.
Maybe he wants to stain like his shirt with blood or something. I don't know. That's weird.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. Why is he? Yeah.
He's hiding weapons, dude.
Hey,
He's hiding weapons.
Hold up, and Sanji's also
Wait,
gonna be.
why does it matter? Why does it matter?
Yeah,
if
I'm saying, why does it matter what color?
Yeah.
Because the rest of them are in uniform and he isn't.
No. But Sanji's wearing a white shirt too, so think about that.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Well, Sanji's married, so.
Hey man.
They say
Hey,
you
but
realize. Yeah, they say you realize dudes out here dying jelly beans, nigga. Fucked, and Big Mom ain't going down because, nigga.
Did you write it just like that, or did you add in all those extra words?
What would you do if like Katakuri was like fighting a Kainu who was just shooting jelly beans at him?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I really don't think. Do you guys think that's his power?
No,
He,
it's
like,
not his
eating
power,
jelly
man.
beans?
No.
I think he was just eating them.
Yeah, I think he was just
eating
fucking
jelly
around.
beans.
It was literally just like a feat kind of thing to where he could literally fucking blow your brains out with a jelly bean. That was like all it was.
That's his power. That's just like like you said, it's a feat. I mean, that's fucking crazy though. Like this dude does have that bounty for a reason, and we talked about this earlier as far as like his bounty. And do you think?
I wanted to talk to you about that, man, because you ages ago were like Katakuri has to have 500 more than Jack. I was like, that's too much. And you're like, there's no way it can be 50 more.
I said, why not? I said, why not?
Yo,
Yeah,
But you also
going?
said you said it's silly to increment by like 50 or 70.
Yeah, it's actually kind of funny because you're basically saying, Brago, after you get to 1 billion, what's the point of increasing it by like a specific amount? And he's like 52 million above 1 billion.
Wait. Didn't I say it for like the same crew, like for Jack, the person that would be over Jack?
No, you were talking about Katakuri.
I don't think I was.
If you say so.
Yo, but I got a question. I got a question though. All right.
Well,
So
fair enough.
So what if Ichiji? Would y'all be mad if Ichiji is actually squaring up with Katakuri? Like not defeating him, but he
Hell no.
No, I think that
That's
makes
an
sense
epic
if he
fight.
can.
That makes
It
sense.
makes
Yeah.
sense if he can square up with Katakuri.
No, I don't know, bro. I don't know
Really?
about that.
No,
Because the thing,
he has to be on his
He has
level.
to be a monster.
Why? Why
here's
does
the
he
thing.
have to be on his level?
Because then that solidifies Germa
I'm
as like
true on it.
this legendary like army. It's like it has to have someone that's a
Yeah,
No,
fucking
I'm
leader.
not saying
they're
it's
only
one of the.
legendary army
Yeah.
because of Morgans.
Because of what?
Because of
So you
what?
think it's
Because of
so you think
Morgans.
they're all bullshit?
No, I don't think
Yeah.
they're all bullshit, but I don't know, dude. It's hard to say. I don't think they're.
That's
It's
what I'm saying.
like
I don't think it's all bullshit. I don't think so.
I definitely
Well,
don't
yeah,
have
because
that.
for
I think
Judge,
Don't believe in fairy tales,
for
man.
Judge to create the ultimate soldiers that can't tangle with anything like above a certain tier, that would be kind of right.
It'd be
True.
whack.
Like
It'd
they
be
need
whack.
to be able to.
Like these reinforced soldiers who have powers that's not necessarily devil
Can't
fruits,
do shit.
and they
Okay.
can't tangle with no.
That's
and they're
true,
at
but at
least
the same
Sanji level. The
time,
thing is, we know they're at least Sanji level, so it's
At
like they
least.
have, but they've been training
Exactly.
the whole time fighting, so they got to be better.
Capone
And
basically took
and
over
they're
the
definitely better.
fucking the West Blue or the North, whatever he was from, and like by himself with his mafia crew, and the Seas or the Vinsmokes couldn't do that by themselves in the North Blue. So
Yeah, I don't think
Power
Ichiji
level
should be able to
difference.
beat Katakuri, but I wouldn't be like cool
Kinda
if Ichiji
strong.
like literally like blitzes Katakuri, and he doesn't really see it. That
bro,
would
I
be
don't
a
know.
feat.
It's just like these right hand
That would be
commanders, like
awesome.
Marco, Ben Beckman, Katakuri, bro. I don't know, bro. These are like insane. Like I can't imagine like.
But Fujitora came out of nowhere, right?
Yeah,
True.
but
You're gonna
Ichiji's
have strong people
Ichiji's
out
not
there.
Fujitora.
Literally,
I'm
Froob,
saying,
your
but
argument, literally, Froob, your argument is like saying that okay, let's say Mihawk wasn't a pirate. Because really, he's not. He doesn't have a pirate crew or anything like that. So let's
He's a
say he
pirate
wasn't. He didn't have that pirate status, but he's still the strongest swordsman in the verse. So you're saying that you would be mad if he was squaring up against like an admiral or something like that, just because he's not a pirate? Because Ichiki, he could be like the best assassin in the verse. So why can't he square up?
Yeah,
to,
but like the thing is like okay, Sanji off screen Yonji low diff. He seemed like he was gonna be even with Niji if they like kept fighting and didn't get interrupted.
Yeah.
So for Ichiji to be that much like stronger to where he can fight Katakuri when Luffy can't even beat
I believe
Cracker,
it,
it
bro.
would be insane.
I'm afraid.
I don't think so.
I'm afraid.
I think it's just that much of a difference with Ichiji. I think he's just that much of like the alpha in the group.
I
And,
don't
Yeah,
know.
he's
and even
There's no way.
Nishiji, I'm not saying he's beating Katakuri. I'm just saying that he can definitely square up with him. But Niji, I feel like is stronger than Sanji. I mean, even though he got like that, you know, it wasn't really fair in that fight. Unless Sanji gets a power up, Niji probably like.
Sanji doesn't need a power up
take out
against
Sanji.
Neji.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is we're gonna see whether or not Germa
It
can really live
depends.
up to this hype that they've been building up this whole time. Because if they end up being like, if Ichiji right ends up being as strong as Luffy right now, right?
Mhm.
I think that would be underwhelming.
Yeah.
That would be
I
underwhelming.
wouldn't be happy with him.
Yeah, because it's like what is all this reinforcement for?
I
And
want it
all
to-
this like powers if you're not that strong.
It kind of has to feel like in Water 7 when Luffy was getting like outclassed by all the fucking new people he was meeting, like Lucci and shit.
You
Like,
guys do realize
that's how I
though,
feel it
that,
has to be.
You guys do realize though that like Judge is not Vegapunk, and Vegapunk is creating pacifistas which are not.
Well, those are like prototypes, but
I know, but even still, like they've been working on it for a similar amount of time.
I see what you're saying, but at the same time, like these are like his like best creations, and it's like Vegapunk's mass producing the pacifistas. That's the difference. Like he's
yeah,
like he
when
basically
they're
spent all
said
the
to
time
be-
that he's for.
When they're said to be New World pacifistas as well, like the ones that
Yes,
we saw
yeah,
before
there's
comparison to
New
the
World
new
ones. I know. I'm just saying, like Judge is like sure, yeah, he's good at that side of experimenting and cloning and stuff.
I like
You
how
can't-
Katakuri just
you
gets
can't
introduced.
You can't
Right?
just spawn out Katakuris.
I like how Katakuri
that
just get introduced, and then we're like, yo, Ichiji can take him down.
Nah, I'm not saying Ichiji can take it
No,
down.
no.
Yo, Katakuri. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. I have bad memory on some of One Piece sometimes, but Katakuri has to have like he flexed so hard in his introduction more than any other character we've ever seen.
Yeah.
He literally shot a fucking jelly bean through this guy's head,
Bro.
and he's just sitting on the fucking thing like, "Yo, I can read it. I can read your fucking minds. I'm gonna tell you."
He might as well have thrown a marshmallow.
But also though, we realize we literally have never seen anything Ichiji can do.
True.
But the thing is, like, you would say to us,
So
so
it
who
makes
was
him
this guy
more
that he
badass.
killed? Who was this guy that he killed? Like, would he be able to do that to, say, Capone? Like, if he shot that jelly bean at Capone, is it doing the same thing or no?
I don't think so. I don't think
this guy could have been the most other tier guy that we've ever met, and we wouldn't even know because he just.
I mean, it's true, but I mean, still,
it's
like,
still hype. Still hype.
you I don't think anyone.
It's a feat, but.
I know what you're saying. It's not like that big of a feat, but I don't think Luffy could fucking one-shot someone with a jelly bean and like that. But I mean, obviously that's not his strength. But
I remember when
Listen,
Jack
this guy
first got
doing a Rayleigh. Rayleigh's just throwing bullets and exploding things.
But we've been saying this for a while. We want to see this for a while, where someone used actual like a bullet that was reinforced that could like do things like this. Like we've been waiting for this from like Ben Beckman and stuff like that, and we see Katakuri do it with a fucking jelly bean. So I mean, it's
No
hype.
hockey. No hockey.
I mean,
Hey,
it's
yo.
just the force of it.
we got 253 people in here right now. Like the stream. I feel like this is close to a record.
Yeah, I think we got it to 275 one time. So yeah, this is pretty close.
I'm telling you, man. Morgans. Don't sleep on the name Morgan.
I don't know.
Theory is such a fanboy right now.
Yeah. Oh, he's fanboying over Morgans. I don't know.
I was telling people earlier that it's the return
Wait,
of Axe. Wait. I was telling people earlier it was the return of Axe and Morgan, and he's eating his own fruit and he's awakened it. But I'm joking.
I'm like, what? I'm like, what? Wait. So when Jack got first introduced, who were we saying was on his level? Like, do you guys still think Jack is the second or first?
Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. This is like such a debated topic.
Wait, before we talk about that, someone asked, "What about Jimbo? Like, do you guys think it's a death flag, or he's joining the crew based on everything with Aladdin?" Because Aladdin wasn't rocking with it at all. He did not want him to do this. He was like, "Yo, man, like, what are you doing here?" You know, and he seemed really worried about it. Like, what do you guys think? Do you think Jimbo dies or
man getting cut off?
I don't see him dying. I don't see.
He's gonna have to marry.
I can't see him dying, but like I see what people are saying. Like, he's kind of throwing death flags and shit.
Jimbo is not dying. There's too many flags. Pedro is dying though if we don't fix him.
I'm on the opposite end. I don't think Pedro dies.
Yeah.
Brago's been saying that fucking Big Mom's gonna turn Jimmy into shark food this entire fucking
I've been saying it for a while, yo. I've been saying that Jimbo, he's actually what they're gonna eat after the wedding.
No, bro, that's too much, bro. This is One Piece, bro. That wouldn't happen.
And it's like he's gonna be eating fish. Oh, this is very like fat and plump meat. Like, what is this? Oh, that's Jimbo. That's Jimbo. What? That would be hype. Someone's like, who the fuck is Jimbo?
All right, but yeah, the Jack thing though. Where do you guys think Jack is?
I think Jack's number 2.
I think
yeah,
he's
same
number 2
here.
as well. Yeah, I think he's number 2 as well.
The thing is, like, if he's number 3, I feel like Kaido's commanders are too much. Like, what is the number 1 going to be? 1.5 bill?
Yeah, I think 1.5 would be.
Unless it's a thing to where like they're literally all equal, like they all have around a bill, then it would be maybe interesting.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, $1 billion is kind of like the number everything is floating around. It's probably gonna be around there, and I assume Marcos. Wait, do you guys think Marcos went up after he became captain of the remnants of the White Pit Pirates?
Yeah. I feel like Ben Beckman probably has the highest bounty out of all the Yonko commanders, but it's hard to say.
Honestly, for the Jack thing, I think that Jack in the calamities, I feel like they're all going to be around the same strength, and that's going to be why Kaido's crew is going to be so strong because they're all going to be
all 1 bill. Yeah, that's possible.
Wait, they say they're already drinking kaku. Okay.
Yo, what was up with that line with the giraffe? I remember saying some weird shit like, "Oh, this giraffe makes some weird noise." Shit like that.
what Smoothie said is a giraffe that whines or something.
A giraffe that cries strangely.
Oh, was that a
Yeah.
Yo,
joke?
wait,
The
was that
fuck,
was
dude?
that was that giraffe something out of one of her books? Like, does she literally use them as food?
Maybe.
That's
Yo, that's
insane.
messed up.
That's weird.
That's
yo.
fucked.
Like
That's
how
messed up.
but how are people like just drinking it all casually? Like
Well, it
Yeah, that's
obviously
something.
probably tastes
Yo,
good, and they're fucked
what
up
if-
people, you know.
What if they got that maiden from Dressrosa? A beautiful maiden that stabbed 100 men.
wait, Violet?
Viola.
I mean, nah, it doesn't look like Violet, but I don't know. There's nobody else we can think of.
Yeah, that's just weird that how she's just has like people and things that she makes smoothies
Yeah.
out of, and then people just drink them.
Man,
That's
I was
weird.
thinking.
Well,
Earlier.
that
I was thinking earlier that like the juice that she makes from whatever she's juicing isn't like related to like the actual object. It's just like it could be like kind of like a power up, sort of like life juice in a way, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
And like she could use it to like heal you in a fight or something. Because if you think about like the three commanders, you have Cracker, who is mainly defensive with his biscuits and shit, and then I feel like Katakuri would be offensive. He'd be the cannon, kind of like Marco, and then maybe Smoothie could use her juice abilities to heal them, I guess, and support them. She doesn't. I don't know. To me, she doesn't seem like she would be like fighting
No, she's.
somebody like Kuzan, like fucking.
I mean, she has a sword on
Don't
her
even
back. I
know.
wouldn't underestimate her that hard, but
Yeah, I feel like she uses her ability more rather than like a physical. Like she would be like, I don't know.
I mean, she has a really vague ability, right? Like we have to see exactly how it
Right?
works.
Yeah.
It might be a thing to where when she touches you, it takes like a little bit of like your like life force, for example, out and like blood or
Kind
whatever.
of like what Crocodile does to people. Kind of like
Yeah.
what Crocodile does.
Yo, I gotta say, Big Mom's commanders are kind of hype now. Now that like, if we line them up right now, I feel like even Cracker would look pretty hype right now too.
Yeah, Cracker looked
Yeah.
hype for a
Yeah, but
while.
I mean,
Yo,
exactly.
Oh
but
my
then
god, yo!
I still
you
can't
better
get
get a
over the
panel.
fact that they did that stupid shit with Smoothie. Like, have you seen that troll picture where it's got Smoothie with like a speech bubble saying, "Oh, but it was a Yonko level door. I couldn't break it down." Or some shit like that.
I mean,
Like they played her so bad, man.
It's like, we're just gonna stand outside this door. Like, there's no way to get in. It's
they played her
I
so
have the
bad.
sword, but no, not at that
The
level.
Yonko level door.
people were saying she didn't want to destroy it because Big Mom would get mad, but
But she came and destroyed it anyways. What you mean?
yeah, you let her do it. You don't do it. Come on.
Yo, Frankie could destroy that door. Come on,
You
bro.
don't want to risk that. Like Big Mom seems like when she gets mad, it's over. You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But you would think like someone like Katakuri, he would like know when Big Mom's gonna get mad, so he'd have like the food prepared and shit. Well,
Yo.
depending on how far his foresight is.
I want to see a fucking panel with fucking Katakuri, Cracker, and Smoothie just all chilling at the same table, or like a big
That'd be
spread.
dope.
Me too.
Yeah,
I want to see them
yeah.
interact with each other. How their relationship is. Like how they even
Yeah.
like each other, or if they're cool with each other.
When we look at the commanders, right,
Thank-
comparing like Big Mom's commanders to like Whitebeards, we have well, it's kind of crazy because Ace never really
Yeah,
seen the
Ace-
potential we expected of
Yeah,
him.
he's the only person
Yeah.
we've ever seen as Mountie, but at the same time,
Yeah.
he was only been a pirate for what, 2 years or something?
Yeah, he was pretty new, so it's like he already had like 550. One can assume that in 2 years he would be like around 800 million.
Yeah,
there.
I can see that.
So
Yeah.
it's like
Dude,
That's what I'm saying. Like this is
Oh.
why I hate using Marineford as
Yeah.
power examples, because like we know Marco's better than what he showed. We know Joe's and
Yeah.
people like that.
for a
He
fact.
should be on the level of these people that we're seeing now, but we
Yeah,
didn't
I know.
see
It's
that
so
from them.
it's so weird because
No, I would. Okay,
I can't
but,
imagine Smoothie getting one shotted by Akainu like Ace did.
Yeah, well, here's the
No.
thing. Here's the way I see it. I feel like the fights in One Piece, like compared to any other shonen, they do not. Oda doesn't give us like an omniscient view of their powers. Like he doesn't explain their powers, break it down like they usually do in other mangas or whatnot. So it's
Right.
just like it is what it is. Like whatever we see, that's all we can go from.
It's true. Yeah.
I mean, the thing is though, we're saying right that we can see Akainu one-shotting Smoothie or doing what he did to Marco, where Marco and Visa attacked him and Akainu just brushed it off. But
Yeah.
I think this goes to show just how powerful these admirals are, yo. Like I don't think it's like a detriment to the commanders. I just think that the admirals are just really strong dudes. Like that's what I
Yeah.
think about them. I don't think Katakuri's beating an admiral. I I don't think
No,
so.
it's
But
true. I honestly, in my mind, I don't put any
like,
commander of any Yonko's crew able to 1v1 the admiral and take him out. That seems a little ridiculous to me. I feel like they can definitely high difficulty like do damage.
It's gonna be high diff. I think. Well, here's the thing.
but this is the question, though. Like, how close are they to the Yonko? How close are the admirals to the Yonkos? Because I'm like, if they were
No, they're not.
all right. So wait, how close is Katakuri to Big Mom? Let's say.
I think it's a gap.
There's a really
Like,
big gap, bro.
I don't know
I
about
think
So like
it's-
she,
I don't know about
yeah, but
big.
she
that's the-
completely followers him.
I no no
She
no no
completely
no
followers
No,
him.
not at all.
I think it's probably mid to high diff.
mid diff.
I don't think
All right. So then, how close are
Here's
the
how I think
admirals
about
to
it.
Big Mom then?
the admirals is high diff.
How close is one admiral to Big Mom?
High diff.
Yeah, I feel like
Hi-
Big Mom, High Diff's, and Admiral.
Yeah, high diff.
So then, what is to stop them from just rolling out all three admirals and taking her out? Like that's the question.
the,
I don't.
Yeah.
it's the potential of like the ramifications of like three admirals being in one place.
Yeah,
mean,
if you
it's
send
just-
your
it's
entire
just-
army into one spot, like
No,
fucking
yeah.
Kaido can go, like Dragon can
They
go
can
rampant.
raid
on
And
all
them.
the navy bases.
also on Vision, the three admirals are strong, but the three commanders are not rolling over. You see what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
if you send three
Yeah,
admirals
I-
there,
I-
they can
I
do
guess
whatever they
that's-
want. They can hold off three admirals for a while, and you still have to deal with Big Mom. So you'd have to send three admirals and the fleet admiral, or
And
to,
a
like,
bunch of fodder, bro, because you're going
and a
in
bunch
on
of
Big Mom's
fodder, like-
island.
Right, fodder.
and
So
vice
then what's the
admirals.
difference? What's the difference between the commanders and the admirals then?
It's like it would be a tough fight, but I think the
basically-
admirals ultimately
It's
come
basically
out
like
on
this.
top.
I think that it's
An
like,
admiral's like a general. A commander is like a really high rank fucking.
yeah, it's like
lieutenant
Yonko is like
almost.
number. It's Yonko's the highest, and then goes Admiral, and then Yonko first mate is on the Admiral level, and then it's
Yeah.
like the rest of the Yonko first mates.
Yeah.
You're gonna bring the fucking
That makes
cans
sense.
in.
I just want to see like these top tier fights already. I'm ready for it.
Oh yeah, man.
Like I said, this
We're already
arc,
for
like
it.
this wedding, we need to see a commander and somebody powerful, just a quick like spar.
Man,
Let's just
you
see
know,
some- that's
you know what I was thinking, because we were talking about Nekomamushi being that little fucking fire dude in the corner. if he somehow got Marco early and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just go help Luffy get Sanji," because this shit,
that would be
this shit just got
sick.
resolved quickly, and then out of nowhere we
Wait.
get Marco versus fucking Katakuri.
So
Holy
Katakuri sends like a jelly bean to Luffy's head, and Marco comes out of nowhere to stops it.
God.
Bro, we saw Marco versus Katakuri had fucking jizz everywhere.
Bro, I don't even know.
Bro, oh my god! No, Marco's like, yeah, not yet. He's not ready yet, and he just stops the jelly bean just casually, and we be like, "What? I didn't see that
like-
coming." Like, how did
I
you
know this is
bypass
kind of like off topic a bit, but like with Marco, right? When we go to Wano, what kind of like task do you think he's doing? Like, do you think he's gonna try solo a Calamity, or is he?
I think he's soloing a Calamity.
Yo,
Because
Yeah,
someone
yo,
said,
if they don't
I have
give
to
him
bring this
that
up really quick.
respect,
Someone said fucking hashtag fake news
That's
Morgan.
wait.
wait, you say why is Brago hyping Marco? He's trash. Stop playing. Don't do that.
Whoever said that, you're garbage.
Don't. Marco's not garbage.
Please.
He went up against Blackbeard, man. Went up against Blackbeard. Don't do that. The same thing is happening in Katakuri.
Bro, Katakuri's not being Blackbeard. Definitely not.
It's a Katakuri's jelly bean over Bobbin's strongest attack. What? Admirals at top of the Navy equals being able to hold off top tier pirates, if not beat them. Yeah, the Admirals, a lot of people sleep on them. I don't know why. I guess because they've been hyped so much, but I don't think commanders are beating Admirals. Say Luffy did a better job than Marco. He was trolling.
I think it takes like to kill an admiral. I think it like really takes everything like to the point where it has to be end of the story, bro. Admirals are not dying anytime soon. And well, actually, maybe Aokiji, but they're just too strong.
They said y'all are saying
Katakuri
y'all
spams
saying
into
commanders can
Blackbeard's
hide if
defense.
admirals. Wait, say that
What was
again?
that?
Wait, they said no admirals beating the Yonko.
No, I don't think an admiral can be a Yonko.
Akainu has
I
a
don't think
chance.
so.
Akainu
I think
has a
fleet
chance.
admirals are Yonko level.
Oh yeah, well
Yeah.
yeah, he's a fleet admiral. I'm thinking of
Yeah.
the base admirals, but
I
yeah.
Some
mean,
people think that the
regardless,
fleet
Goku
admiral.
took on Shiki.
Yeah, that's true. It took two.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think they have a chance. They have a chance. Like the fleet admirals have a chance.
Yeah, I know. Some people think fleet admirals isn't the same as or is the same as an admiral.
Yeah, and for Yonko to beat an admiral, they have to go all out. It's not gonna be easy.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's not gonna be easy.
Someone was like, "Oh, you're hyping the Yonkos." It's like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? Odo's hyping the Yonkos, not us.
Wait, Matthew saying to check his guitar One Piece. I'll check it out. Satai was arguing that Dogtooth wasn't Katakuri.
No. Come on, man.
Wait, I guess Ty didn't see the little text in the corner. So I guess I guess he didn't see the text.
He thought the dude was Commander Dogtooth that got shot. It says Jiger, bro. Or Django.
No, yeah, that was actually funny. I was watching his live reaction. He thought there was like a different three commanders that were above the three commanders.
Oh, because it did not see three. It did not say sweet commanders. So I
didn't. I could have sworn it did.
It just said
Yo, the
commander.
manga Panda version is still not out yet, so we don't even.
Yeah,
we don't know what that was.
Isn't that interesting how all the other commanders, they were introduced as sweet commanders, and they have like a biscuit and a smoothie fruit, and then he's not introduced as a sweet commander. He's just a commander.
He's like one of the three, but they say one of the three commanders.
Right?
So.
Yeah, one of the three. No. I know, but I'm saying like they're not saying sweet. I have a feeling that has to do with the fact that he doesn't have a sweet devil fruit or anything related to food. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, that's what I want to talk about. One, do we think Katakuri has a devil fruit, and two, like, what's his fighting style?
I think that would be so fucking.
I think he has a devil fruit.
Cause
I would say he can turn into powder.
He can turn into powder.
I said I'm putting my money on his zone fruit because I want to see him be his own for no reason.
You know, someone tried to show that his tattoos and stuff compared to like the bison on the cover page. I was like, nah, I don't think
He's
so.
his own bison. That would be so fucking lame.
Yeah.
Wait, are zones the lamest devil fruits?
Nah, mythical zones.
No,
are
you have to find the right one. You have to find the right
like
one.
Marco's
every zone apart from mythical is shit. I don't like it.
It's pretty standard.
Honestly, Choppers is the coolest one. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie.
I don't think so. Not even close.
Like Marco's fruit is lit, but that's like the only zone.
Chopper got like
isn't Sengoku is like his own.
Yeah, he's a mythical. So
Yeah.
I don't.
Who else?
No.
I like Rob Lucci's. I think I want to see a saber-tooth tiger.
I do like Rob Lucci's. Yeah.
I want to see a lion.
Dalmatian? Anybody feeling Dalmatian?
No. Yeah, I think zones are the lamest. They're the lamest.
No, Brago, man.
No, the reason why they're lame right now is because we haven't been introduced to Awakening fully. But once Awakening is shown to us, bro, zone's gonna come out like, and they're gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
everybody gonna be jacked.
Awakenings have been shown already, though, right?
Yeah, but it's not like we don't know exactly what they do.
A lot of people say that we've seen Awakenings before in the story, but it's just like we haven't like been told that they're Awakenings, basically.
It's kind of like.
So do you guys want?
Wait, wasn't it said
you guys want Katakuri to have a
jailers
thing?
were all awakened?
You both talked at the same time. Say it again.
Wasn't it said that all the impel down jailer beasts were awakened?
Yeah. But like some people think Crocodile's awakened, even though that he didn't say that he was awakened.
And literally, the only person in the story that said that they were awakened, like he barely showed. He just demoed his attacks at the end. And that was
I mean, you can assume.
Wait,
it was just a T. Yeah.
What exactly is Yasop's title? Is he the strongest sniper, or what is it?
I don't think he has a title, right? We haven't seen his title. No. We've never seen anything about Shanks'.
No, because I was thinking that Katakuri might be a sniper.
That would make sense. I mean, it would be cool if like he has it's one of those where it's like we haven't seen like a sniper on that level.
Yeah, exactly. We haven't seen a strong sniper this entire series.
I think the most impressive thing we've seen was was it Van Auger?
Yeah, that's it. That's the only thing we've seen.
Shot a fucking bird.
That was sick. So I mean,
because he also has like the whole cowboy thing with like the spurs, so like that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be dope. You're right.
If he was a sharpshooter or some shit.
Yo, what if he actually does have the jelly bean? What if he actually does have the jelly? and he can like shoot jelly beans out of his fucking fingers or something.
That'd be so lame. No, we don't want that. Finger
Yo.
bean. No.
You just
Yo,
turned
what's
into
up?
a big jelly bean.
Yo, what's up? Yo, you can't be reading those troll comments in the comment section. I was not arguing. I was not arguing that tooth or whatever wasn't category. All I said was I was reading it and I'm like, what? I'm like the way he was acting, I had a feeling it was potato starch, but I'm like, it's not saying that, it's saying something else. I was like, who's this? But I did still say, this could possibly be potato starch still in a different translation or something. Or it could be an error.
Yeah,
It's
you know,
cool time, man.
you know, people gonna troll you, bro. You know.
I was about to say, bro, if you in your own live reaction, like, who are you arguing with?
That's what I'm saying. It's like they be writing the crazy comments. Then another thing, they're like, oh, the dislikes, like, y'all disliking bot heavy, but it's all good. It doesn't affect me. I got something for the dislike coming too.
Hey, yo, we got
That's what she
286
said.
right now, almost 300.
That's crazy. This shows.
But yeah, I got my headache is serious, so I don't know how long I can stay though.
Okay.
Headache on the chapter, bro. You got we got a headache.
Movie log is in here.
Guys, prediction on Kaido's right hand bounty.
1 billion. Jack. No, I'm just kidding.
I still think it's Jack though.
Yo, what's good?
Yo,
What's up?
Let's go for that.
Oh, Moogie, wow, we're Matt in the
I don't think
building
it goes higher than 1.2 because that'd be too much.
with the camera on.
Yeah, I think it's like 1.1.
You gonna set the trend, bro?
What's up?
You gonna set the trend, bro? We're gonna start turning on cameras. I'll turn on camera.
Oh yeah, man. You know, I always rock the camera.
Yeah, Matt is old school.
So I have a headache, but I still got enough energy to talk to Matt B. What was you saying last stream?
Oh my!
What was you saying?
Oh shit!
This is what y'all gotta do. Y'all gotta press people. Like, yo, what's...
What?
What was I? What was I saying? What was I saying?
Alright, he don't want y'all hear it. He don't want static. I'm gonna leave it alone. It's a dead issue.
You said I don't want static. No, everything that I said last stream still stands. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Oh man, I missed last stream. This is too interesting.
All right, so
you want to do
everything
this?
still.
You want to do this?
Yup. Since everything stands still, I'm back on my bully. Let's get to this.
Okay,
All right,
go back to it. Go back to it.
said-
Let's go, Ty.
Alright,
What?
this is
I said what?
Hold on, fool. Stay out of it. I don't want you getting hurt in the middle of it. All right.
Come on. No. Matter of fact. I'll tell you what I said. I said what I said is that if this plan still goes on, and Luffy's the main reason why this plan goes on, we might as well wrap it up. Luffy's Pirate King. This plan literally it's gone way down just with the reveal of another person's power, and we're not even talking about Big Mom yet. Like, bro.
But I mean, didn't we already kind of know that? We already knew.
Yeah,
that.
but it's like we knew.
already knew
Check this
that.
out. We know she got people like that under her. She's guaranteed. Every Yonko is guaranteed to have a Marco, a Potato Starch, a Jack maybe, or a Ben Beckman. So this doesn't change too much if you get what I'm trying to say. That's just that dude.
No. No, it's not. It's not. We already knew. Yes, we already knew that Big Mom had a right hand man, but we didn't know his power. No one in the One Piece or the One Piece fandom would have been able to guess that his power was going to be able to see into the future.
Yeah, true. His power is unique, but it doesn't mean that he's leaps above Marco and Ben Beckman. He's just another. To me, they're all fairly around the same level. So if we was to replace him with Marco, it doesn't change anything. It's still like, oh snap, this guy's trouble.
No, I actually think it does change something though, because
if we replaced him with Marco, it would change things drastically.
Yeah, he can't see the
realize
future,
that he can see if the bomb is gonna blow up. He's gonna be able to see if somebody rips the paper. He's gonna be able to see all.
I don't think he sees the future. Bro. I think he just has hyper perception, meaning he saw that guy going at the gate, and he wouldn't just by observing the way he was speaking to Capone and everything.
No, but the thing is, dude, you can't.
A high level of hockey. I don't think he sees through the future.
You can assume that though, but we've been told that it's the future for now.
Yeah. That's not true. Hold on. It's always Capone. Capone said himself. We'll keep it within the context of the story. Capone said himself. I forget exactly what he said, but he said something that he can see a bit in the future. He can see a
He
little
said he
bit
can
into the
see a
future.
bit into
Yeah,
the
you can see a
future.
bit
Yeah,
into
so
the
listen,
future.
That's from
he's telling you that the
Capone,
guy
yeah.
has limits. He can see a bit. He didn't say this guy can
Right.
see the future. It's
Yeah,
the plan is done.
we understand that.
We completely understand that. I'm not saying that this guy has all like the ability to all see the future to be able to like on some Yuha stuff. But what I'm saying is if he can tell you how a conversation would go, then I mean, and the plan is only lasting like the plan
We don't
only
know that.
encompasses we don't know what.
We don't know that the conversation wouldn't have like went exactly like that, honestly.
All right,
Dude,
well,
he
I'm not
said
gonna wait.
it.
Hold on.
Who are
Hold on.
we?
Listen.
The way
I'm not
he
gonna
wanted him
argue.
to
I'm
because
not gonna.
he's intimidated.
I'm not gonna argue that we don't know what the conversation would have been because I like. All right, he could tell what the conversation would have been, but what
Sure,
I'm trying to say
yeah.
is that Capone already said that like we have this 5 seconds to 10 seconds window of opportunity if we mess up and when a Big Mom commanders come. He didn't name potato starch, but pretty much he said like if potato starch comes or if a smoothie comes, chances of victory is 0%. So it's like he already factored this guy, and this guy doesn't really change much. All he was doing was like, yo, this guy is the most problem. He's the most trouble out of everybody because of his powers. That's probably another thing too, is that this guy's power is probably the reason why they only have 5 to 10 seconds because this guy can see into the future. So if they take too long, he'll pick up on it.
I definitely
So
agree.
again, thinking about
Capone's
Capone's plan with somebody, and he's on Big Mom's crew. He knows about this guy's power. Somebody who can tell the future kind of makes things hard. So I could see why their plan is so small, like why they only have a small time to work with. That could be possible. It's just more to look into than like it's more scenarios. It's more possible scenarios than like this guy could tell the future. That's it.
I'm not sold on him telling the future.
He's saying is that like because he can see a bit into the future, whether it's 1 second or 5 or a minute, right? The things that could happen at the wedding, if he can see them happen before they happen, he's able to stop them.
Yeah,
that's not true. You're assuming that he's able to.
How is that not true?
No, I'm trying to say though is that Capone's already factored that in because
exactly.
he knows
wait. But we're not factoring in that. What if there are multiple things that could go on? Say the Tamatebako box exploding, and then somebody going for the picture. He's gonna have his attention split. I mean, I'm not saying they're gonna happen at the same exact time, but something like that could happen where he's distracted by something else. And then
I agree.
Yeah, we have to see more about how it works because it depends if like can he just literally see 5 seconds in the future or can he see like that person's future? You know what I mean? Like so say he's focused on Luffy. Can he see Luffy's 5 seconds in the future? But that Capone sends like a decoy.
That's what I was saying.
I'm pretty sure that there's a limit to his power. Like he can't see the future for like everybody that's gonna be in front of him.
Right.
He can't, and then with all the chaos that is going to ensue at the tea party, he's not going to be able to see, every variable that happens, obviously. But for something solely like for an event solely centered around one thing, as far as the Tamatebako box, or as far as someone shooting a freaking rocket at Big Mom, you don't think that he's going to be able to see something as vital as that, or someone coming up to tear the picture. That's what I'm saying. There's certain things, certain parts of this plan that have to be intact or that have to happen that he's going to be able to pick up on.
Wait, Matt, that's the thing though. Like, so Free was just saying about how is it his future or if he sees like a specific person's future, right? So like, let's just imagine that he has to pick a specific person and then he sees their future. If Luffy's the first person that he sees, because Luffy's meant to be the distraction, what he's going to see is Luffy pop up, distract for a couple seconds. Then Luffy's next course of action would be to go save the Vince Milks, not to attack Big Mom. So Katakuri wouldn't see that because remember, Luffy's job is to then go save the Vince Milks, and then Capone's going to handle Big Mom.
True, and I agree with one
so
vision.
If he gets completely distracted on Luffy, then
okay,
he wouldn't be worrying
about. This is my question. You think that if he sees that Luffy's gonna distract, the party or whatever, you think that he's not gonna, like have his guard up to look at like to pay attention to other things or to like that's what I'm saying. Like, so let's say that he does see it. And once again, we have to see the extent of his power and we have to see how far it stretches.
Sorry. It's like for one vision, it's like who's to say that the bomb doesn't go off before Luffy shows up?
Yeah. Like I'm still saying all of that shit's a possibility. But
And
also,
one vision's correct because the thing is that like it's cool that y'all think this isn't gonna happen. This guy, that's the plan. But you're gonna, it, like if y'all was detectives or whatever, y'all gotta look at every single thing. Y'all can't just go with this person is innocent and leave it at that. You gotta see like, could this person be guilty? What could happen? And what one vision saying and what I'm saying is that like, yeah, he has an ability, but we don't know the extent of his ability. We don't know how it works. Capone factored it in, like the part about like, all right, check this out. Like let's say if he knows that the pitch is gonna break, right? So he knows the pitch is gonna break, but by the time he think about the pitch is gonna break, Big Mom's gonna be in pain. Conqueror's hockey's gonna paralyze everybody. They have a little window opportunity to do something. It's not like his ability just stops everything.
Right. Yeah, I was listening to Capone. Well, I read Capone where he said, and I think he had to factor in Katakuri, and I think that's what's limiting the plan. And also, if Katakuri wasn't there, the plan it changes a lot. It does change a lot because of his power.
Oh hell yeah!
But
True.
I do think Capone kind of he did. You have to factor that in. You have.
Yeah, true.
To.
I was reading
hoping that he didn't show up, but
I was rereading all of that part, like about what Capone said. All Capone was like, he was like, this guy out of everybody, this guy is the most trouble. Like just saying it, like almost like if somebody was to be like, yo, out of all the Straw Hat Pirates, this guy Zorro, he's the most trouble swordsman or something. That's all he did was like give the guy. He pretty much hyped the guy up, but he didn't say that like, we can't do this anymore.
I wanted to say quickly. Someone asked me a question in the chat. They asked, Can't Dogtooth talk to Smoothie to take care of something while he deals with something else? Like the thing is about that is like we don't even know if he's still present in the present day, like looking into the future. Like imagine if he's trying to like scan the future, right? Does that put his body in like a sort of stalemate where he can't do anything, or is he still fully?
No, I think you can pick him in the future and the present.
Yo, there's no way he's not having any limits on that ability. That's why I think that like if two things are going on of importance at the same time, it might even be able to like drain the rest of his observation hockey, where he'll be like not vulnerable. He's not going to be fucking getting his ass scrubbed, but he'll be off his game a little bit if fucking.
Yeah, and if they get to make Big Mom scream, and if hockey comes out, he'll be paralyzed. He's not gonna be able to do anything at that point. So it all depends how successful their plan is.
I don't think that's
you guys also got to remember.
Listen, what Capone said, he said that like it's so strong. Big Mom King. Remember, this is not her knocking him out. This is a special kind of King Conqueror's hockey because she's yelling. It will paralyze all of her commanders. The Capone's only not gonna get paralyzed because she's gonna have the earplugs in. Everybody else,
right.
You're on camera.
Taekwon's right about that though.
Wait, like imagine if he's got like 10 seconds on his future ability, right? So he sees all the way up until Capone does fire the rocket. So he sees the first rocket, but he doesn't see the second and the third one. Do you get what I mean? So he may be able to stop the first one, but what's he doing about the second and the third if he hadn't predicted that? Like there's so many possibilities. Like I still think the plan's gonna fail, but it's completely failed now that this guy showed up. I feel like it's still got.
I agree with the last part of his. Like, I don't think that it stops just because that guy showed up again. Like, what I still think, I think that like Capone said, if anyone, the Big Mom commanders show up. So like to me, that means that like even if Smoothie was to come up and they missed the first shot, chances of winning is 0%. Like they can't do it. They have to do things correctly to win. So in this situation, Smoothie's almost as dangerous as potato starch. All of those commanders are too much for them at the moment. They're not trying to.
Ty, what are you thinking of? Morgan's the guy that runs the newspapers.
Oh God.
Is that the guy? Wait. Is that the guy that said him and Germa go way back?
Yeah,
Big Bird.
He was like, yo, me and Germa go way back like Brago and Frug. All right, so
wait, he really said that?
Yeah, he said it.
Just like that.
In the chapter?
Yeah, when they had that huge double sprung.
You missed it?
Like
Oh shit. No, yeah, I missed that. But
all right,
so that must mean they were running propaganda for German back in the day or some shit.
All right, so check this out. All I thought about that is that like if things was to this is another reason why I think that they plan still or probably work, because like I feel like if things was to go down, he's backing up Germa. You know what I mean?
I agree.
They go way back.
Yeah, they go way back.
And another thing too is that the guy that was some violation. Like he was at his mom's funeral, so he couldn't make the party. and she killed his dad.
Yeah, I gotta be right back.
For not showing up.
Wait,
So it's like,
can I ask though, like, did they go way back in a good way? Rivalry type of thing where
that's pretty much what it means when people say that. I like, you know, you're
Not
correct.
really,
You know,
yeah.
is it in a good way? Is it in a bad? But I think that like it's safe to say that he meant it in a good way. Like, yo,
But
and
they
I
options
almost thought,
don't.
wasn't he wearing like similar Germa kind of clothing too? Or
Someone
that
fucking
again?
donated $2 and said, "Can Katakuri use his jelly beans as earplugs?"
If he wants some Akatsuki stuff, yeah. Like,
Some admiral jelly bean.
I mean, I would think he would be able to, if jelly beans are really his thing.
If that
I
happens,
don't
bro, I don't even know, bro. You're a genius.
So I guess
gonna be
the
like-
thing is, they should know about Big Mom's things. So if the picture falls, they should know what they should be able to do to block it out.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
If Capone knows,
exactly.
they should know as well.
No,
So
yeah,
that
but
could
the
be the wrinkle in
They
the
should be
plan.
ready for it.
The difference
Yeah.
is Capone's talking about like the normal thing. He's gonna do an extreme version because he's gonna rip it this time. The photo never been ripped before, so she's gonna really be freaking out.
Another thing too is Roger's Base was telling me earlier that someone, like a commenter in his channel, said that what if Morgan's or that company, like this is our opportunity to find out what truly happened between Blackbeard and Dragon.
Interesting.
Well, true, but I don't see like unless he's just bragging to brag, unless he's gossiping like a chatty patty. I don't see why he would even get into that. I don't see why
Well,
he
yeah.
would brag to
Well,
that.
I mean, the thing is we're gonna
You know,
have
like
like
that guy in the story, he probably has the information, but I don't see why he would reveal it to us readers.
Well, we're gonna have a chapter or two of like before the wedding, so it might be the underworld people talking to each other, and like you said, he might just be like flexing, like talking about the story that he like the story in the newspaper.
They say Theory is wanking Morgan way too hard.
Yeah, man. Morgan
Yeah.
is a-
That's disgusting.
Oh yeah, but what I was saying about the guy that Potato Starch shot or whatever is that I was saying this before is that these people don't want to be there. Big Mom makes them come to this thing year after year, and she threatens their life, their family life. So like if a big chaos was to go on with Luffy, Capone, and Germa all fighting Big Mom, and the guests see that like they kind of stand a chance, I could see them helping.
What's
just
that?
like Luffy got help at Just Rosa.
That's Owl.
They could be like, yo, you know what?
Exactly
Like, why come here every year under threats when, you know, if we give Luffy a little bit more support, we don't ever have to deal with Big Mom again.
There are some people also saying that every wedding there is a massacre, and at the end, Pudding erases all their memories every single time.
I can't agree with that because based off what the guy that Potato Star shot, he's like, yo, you know, like he's been invited to these things before. I don't think that she always kills. I think that like she wants this from the Germa so bad that she's willing to kill this time, but every other time she does
I don't know.
to strengthen her crew.
Theory said some genius ass shit. He said that like after Perospero let everyone up the escalator, he's like, all right, kids, you can lick the escalator now or whatever. So it might be a Perospero trying to cut off the exit.
Oh
So
shit!
they can't get out.
Oh, another thing too that I want to say is about these marriages. I can't agree that like Big Mom does a massacre every marriage because we got to remember, Aladdin is married into the family successfully. Capone was married into the family successfully. So you know, if it was these massacres, they wouldn't be in there successfully like that. It would be tension still.
I see what you're saying, but at the
they were
same
big
time, the wedding,
events though. I don't think they
Yeah,
were as
the-
big
yeah, the
events. Like
wedding-
they didn't have tea parties and nothing for that.
No,
the
no,
weddings don't have
she
to be at
did.
the tea
Remember
parties.
when we first
Yeah,
seen Jinbei
yeah.
at Fishman Island? He already did a tea party. He was like, yo, I just did a tea
really?
party. He was about to do a tea party. So
Wait,
these
what?
tea parties happen. It's not, of course, this is what I'm saying. This one is she's willing to kill for what she wants with this one, but she doesn't always do a massacre every tea party. You know, she has them regularly.
So you think that this one's gonna be a special one?
Yeah, because she really wants the
She'll
German
probably
technology.
She'll keep on doing tea parties after this because, like,
Yeah.
or the reputation
no,
of the tea
at
parties
the
are gonna be
same
fucking
time-
tarnished.
At the same time, check this out though. It doesn't matter if, all right, look, even if she never killed nobody before, let's just say, right? She kills people at this tea party, right? If she invites you to come to the tea party, you have to go. If not, she's killing your mom, she's killing your dad, or she's gonna kill you. So you get what I'm trying to say? Like she's ruling by fear. You gotta show up.
That's fucked up, son.
This is why I'm saying once all of this happens, like I don't think their plan is gonna work smoothly, but their plan will start the first push against taking Big Mom out, and then maybe Germa will get involved. And when this is all over, they're gonna get into it. They're gonna be like, yo, you know what? Maybe they can't be Big Mom, but they're doing good. Let's help.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think that Big Mom might end up turning on all the Underworld people, and then they'll be forced to like fight with Luffy.
And then the appearances of these people, and I'm pretty sure people went in that we didn't get to see yet, that they skipped over it. But I can see these people look like the type of people. These people almost look like when we got introduced to the people who joined the fleet later on. I'm not saying these people are gonna join the fleet, but I can see them. I can see them helping out to take Big Mom.
I just want to warn you guys. This stream might cut off if Brago doesn't get back in soon. Stop the live.
Oh, he
stream.
left?
Nah. I'm admin.
Yeah.
I'm in control.
Funny.
Stream's not
Should be
gonna
good though.
For real?
I think if he stays out of it for too long, it will just cut it off.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll
man.
see. We can tell if it's
No
live.
bueno.
Then we'll have to go to Matt P's channel and start streaming.
We gotta chop up some One Piece, bro. That can't happen.
There he is. He's back.
I'm not gonna be able to talk about anything here in a second. Oh God.
Yo.
For real, bro?
Yo,
That shit hitting you that strong?
Huh?
Yeah.
That shit hitting you that strong, bro? What you smoking on?
Just
Incrimination.
Oh yeah. By the way, someone donated
Leave tobacco. I feel you. Leave
Then we gotta end this. It said Luffy Grizzly Magnum from under the floor.
Oh snap! But no.
Well, someone donated $3 earlier. I just want to read it because we didn't read it. He said Katakuri is a flower in Japan. He has a flower fruit.
I don't think so because he's making jelly beans and stuff.
What if Katakuri shoots a jelly
No,
bean?
he never said he made them. He just shot.
What if
Katakuri
shoots a
Yo, you guys
shots Katakuri?
what did y'all think about Morgan, the Morgan news guy? Did y'all already talk about that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, the whole stream.
What I had to say about him is that he said him
boy.
and Germa goes way back. I just think that like if something was to happen with Germa, they're backing Germa up.
Yeah, when we first saw the news stories about Germa, it was the WE Times, which is the exact same paper that he
Oh
runs.
shit. Good point, yeah.
I'm telling you guys, he debuted before he even debuted.
Yeah, true. Foreshadowing.
Oh man. The hype.
Either he's gonna help. Either he's gonna help if something happens to Germa, or if something happens to Germa, he's gonna be like, "You want to know something interesting about these newspapers? About the Germa stories? They're 100% real. Big Mom stands no chance.
That'd be
That's
sick.
a mythic army."
That'd be sick.
And then you just see like Judge on some like, yo, imagine if like I doubt it though, but imagine if like Judge is on his dragon, like he's as strong as Dragon is. And him and Big Mom just go at it crazy.
In a bad light. Wasn't the newspaper painting him in a bad light? So like Sora constantly kept beating him, right? Like so they made Germa the newspaper made Germa look like it basically.
No, that's not true. Remember, Vito looks up to them. They made them superheroes pretty much. They made them like,
didn't they lose every time? I can't remember. Like I might be wrong, but didn't they lose to Sora every time?
Oh, all right. They lost at the end of the story, but the only reason why Germa lost is because it was like a superhero type of thing, and you don't want to make the bad guys win. It's like one of those things where like they pretty much made him like the Madara, but at the end he got to lose.
All right.
Yeah, but like the stream, guys, we're gonna get it in again tomorrow. All right, someone said, what about the 499 on drug Peklo? Fruba's saying that's possibly how many people he's killed. So he's looking for 500.
Or it could be a 49S and he's part of the 49ers.
Yeah, or something that like, you know, it's not the German 66, but he's on some 499 stuff or whatever. Like, you know, that's what he
has another squad.
That's his area code.
Repping that 499.
Rocking the 499.
Yo, there's two. Am I tripping or are there two theories in here? Yeah, there's two.
Nah, there's just one theory. There's just one, bro. You good?
Theory. They divide and make two theories.
There's just one.
There's none now.
Yo, we got trolled so hard this stream, bro. We had 299 viewers at one point.
Yeah, we hit 299. We didn't hit 300.
We never got to 300.
We'll get there eventually.
Yeah, bro. I have a feeling if we keep these streams up and keep them entertaining, we're definitely gonna get up to 300 at the end of this arc when it gets hype.
Yo, bro, it's fucking hard, bro. The next 10 chapters are gonna be the best.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, sure. Oh yeah,
how to pass this.
Insanity.
I like how they got right to it, and they didn't like, you know, the party started already pretty much. Like,
right,
they didn't drag it on.
Yeah, they jumped right into it. The pacing has been great. I must say that the
Yeah,
pacing has been.
to me, it's been great all arc though. It's been great ever since Zoe.
I'm thinking we get one more chapter.
Yeah,
Just
I agree.
the Underworld people like talking to each other, and then everything after that is going to be like pretty much like fighting and like the plan like going into play. Maybe 2 more chapters.
This said 499 was Drug Peclo's live stream record.
Oh yeah, but the way those people was introduced, it reminds me of like how what was his name? Like you know, Psy from the Harpo Navy and from all these other people. It reminds me of like how they was introduced. So I think that, you know, thinking about it, Big Mom doesn't need any more help. So like I can see them, you know, helping Germa and helping Luffy and helping Capone.
Yo, so hold up, bro. Why do you think they didn't fucking send in Katakuri to like stop Big Mom? I mean, I know he's not that strong, but like wouldn't they consider him as like a fucking backup plan, I guess?
Well, if he's like a sniper like I think he is, he might not be able to like 1v1 brawlers like Big Mom very well.
Brago, leave me the hell alone.
I was just like he wasn't even mentioned, man.
That looks so done, yo.
Wait,
like
what was the
command? It could be like.
Wait, what was the? What are you talking about with Potato Stars? What are you talking about? He's supposed to what?
No, I was just saying he might be a sniper like a Usopp or Van Augur type person. I think that's how he fights.
Oh, I don't think he fights like that though. I think that like you know how Virgo, you know how Virgo was beating Sanji in a kicking battle, even though he's not a kicker. I think that he was just like, you know, I'm gonna pluck this guy with a jelly bean just cause. You know what I mean? Like not that. I don't think that's his ability.
Say that is because he had like the boots with the spurs on, and that's like some like Wild Wild West type shit.
Yeah. True. His legs is too long for him not to be from the long leg tribe and for him not to be kicking. And then again, you see how he was like, yo, Rook Page, like he was talking mad junk, like she's being a show.
Mad on LSD and shrooms. What the fuck? Why are they on you, Matt B, bro? You don't look that stoned. Come on.
Nah,
I don't. Well, nah, man. I mean, I don't know.
You just look chill, bro.
That's all.
He's just chilling, dog.
My eyes aren't open. I know that much.
I was just staring into oblivion.
Hey man, somebody said that I'm thinking of the somebody said that I'm thinking of the origins of the Earth. I'm thinking of the origins. I'm trying to figure out I'm trying to figure out what the void century is right now, man.
Oh shit, bro. Yo.
Bro, I was going through my fucking sub things. I haven't watched.
You need some ayahuasca for that, bro.
I see fucking Roger's base. He titled his live reaction, "That's so Katakuri." That's so Raven, like the pun.
No edibles.
Oh my god! Wow. Oh, Chopper Ace coming in with $1.
Big shot to make it rain on you.
Stop throwing ones. It's a Matt B tweeting on some Katakuri future shit.
Hey, yo, y'all know what I just thought? Y'all know what I just thought about as far as the Katakuri thing, though? Not on some, but okay. So we're talking about like, what his range, like what his area of effect would be and stuff like that. Like, he was able to predict the whole, like, you know, everything that happened within the whole vicinity. I mean, he was able to talk about like the doors opening, what people were gonna die, all of that stuff. So. Like he's obvious, like he can obviously see the future for more than one person at a time, which is what I just thought about.
But wait,
yeah. So I'm not.
Is that wait? Hold on. Wait, is that the case though? Because if you're looking at the future of the guy that's about to do the actions, then you would see all of that stuff anyway.
But bruh, look. If he's looking at Capone, I mean, okay, if.
One Vision's not giving up.
Yeah, One Vision reaching.
It's the truth, though. It's the truth, though.
No.
Wait, go on.
I'm not gonna say that it's not the truth, but it's like, okay, so like, whenever he looks at Capone, does he only see what Capone does, or does he see everything that's around Capone and what Capone is interacting with? Like, that's what I'm saying.
Also,
and he was able to say. Huh?
Does he see who's inside Capone? If he has people in there, is his observation hockey good enough to see inside Capone's like through his ability?
I don't know. I don't know as far like.
I just wanted to bring that up while you're talking about it. My bad. But yeah.
But I'm saying like he was able to talk about everything that was happening in that vicinity, not just the contents of like what Capone's conversation would have been. He told him what would have happened to some of Capone's men and what would like. He went down the line of everything. So I think we got a glimpse of his power, and it was pretty explained.
I agree with you on that, and I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not arguing that point against you. One Vision brought that up, but
Yo, wait, hold on. This nigga, this nigga. I back him up once and he throws me under the bus.
Katakuri is a flower fan. He has flower fruit. Matthew C. Gordon.
Let me just answer that real quick though. Like, there's two ways you can think about it, right? So like either. But if I was to be following like a pilot, yeah, I can see everything that they see. Like if they land the plane, I know that the plane's landed and I know if the wheel breaks because it's their future. Do you get what I mean? But then like, you following Luffy, yeah, he would see that Luffy does all this distraction shit and then he goes to go save the Vinsmokes. He might then see that one shot.
Okay. Yo, you think he's gonna have a Mihawk moment?
One vision. Let me say this. So you're saying he's just gonna see Luffy and what, and is he just gonna see Luffy, or is he gonna see Luffy and how Luffy interacts with everyone and what is going around him?
Like
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that we should place our own limits on his power. It was stated he can see into the future. So let's just go with
a bit.
See into the future. Yes, it did say a bit, but we're talking about a bit right now. We're talking about Luffy like Luffy interrupting the wedding. That's a bit. If he sees Luffy do that,
Here's what I have to say. Think about Madame Shirley. She can see individual futures, like how we were talking about. Like she can see into the future for just you. She can't see like.
Wait, let me just like. Even if he wants to be able to see,
Shirley's is completely different than.
I don't think it's completely different.
Dude, are you serious? Right? Come on, there's so many different things. Like Madame Shirley's window of when her future is gonna happen is damn near infinite. For Katakuri's isn't infinite.
Yeah, but the thing is
he has a limit.
We know in One Piece there are certain characters that have like unlocked their observation hockey and shit like that without even like knowing it. Like the girl in Skypiea, she literally had no control of her observation hockey.
Yeah, I think, and also there's a balance to that shit. To like, you know, the lady.
Wait. I think people are born with superpower. Like, okay, I don't think anything in One Piece is just like fucking magic. Like, she doesn't have a magic crystal ball or something like that.
There's a balance to it because of like people were born with.
She's definitely using hockey to do that shit. Like, what else would she?
Yeah, I agree that she's using hockey. Well,
yeah. Yo, I think everybody has agreed that it's hockey.
Madam Shirley has
what I want to say about Potato Starch's powers is that like
my bad, Brago.
Yeah, I was saying that it's the same like premise as far as like she's seeing into the future, but it's like different to the fact that she goes deeper and she uses like a crystal ball and all the different stuff. It's like that amplifies it, but it's still observation hockey, I think.
Dude, a prophecy is different. A prophecy is different from seeing into the future. She's seeing a prophecy about that person.
I think they both see into the future, but they both do it in their own unique ways. That's her way. Potato Starch has his way.
And but this is my thing. Madam Shirley can only look at your future one time. It's not like you can have her give you like 10 different prophecies.
Right, but I think that's also because
hers is like, so it's like hers has like, it seems like it's more powerful, but it's limited. While Katakuri has like, you can say a bit into the future, but he can use it more.
I'll give you, for example, as well, like with NL and his prediction game on Skypiea, he predicted there'd be 5 people standing in front of him at the end, and there was. He predicted the futures of an entire island. Like
all right, yeah, but
individual.
But if you're gonna say that, right? My problem with that, if you're gonna say that, for all of that, like if another thing too is that like if Potato Starch could see that far into the future, I think he would have just let Capone's man get shot, or he would have killed Capone himself.
No,
like,
no,
yo, you know what? No,
we're not saying
he would have been like, all right, this guy's gonna betray Big Mom. Bow, I killed Capone.
We're not saying Katakuri
can see 10 years into the future.
We're not saying that
he can see a couple minutes.
All right,
we're not saying that he has an unlimited ability to see into the future. There's obviously a limit. They said he can see a bit into the future, as we've all been saying. So a bit, let's just say that a bit can be up to 5 minutes. Up to 5 minutes, that's what his limit will be. But I still even think that that's a stretch for him
It
to
is.
be able to see into the future.
That's
5
crazy.
minutes.
I think
that's
5
crazy.
minutes is
So
I think how it works is
let's-
that
I give him is 10 seconds. The maximum
no,
I give him
hold
is
on.
10
I think the
seconds.
way
I
it
agree.
works is that like he can use like the 10-second or like the 5-second, like a decent amount, but he can also see like 2 or 3 minutes in the future, but it like uses up a lot of his hockey to do that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll ask
another
you-
thing too is that
Can I ask
still
you this,
considering
like-
he's still considering Capone
I
an
think-
ally. The whole conversation they had, he explained to Capone because Capone is like, "Yo, who did this? That was a guess," and he's like, "Yo, this is why I did it." And he was
I
like,
think that's
like,
the
"Was
best
this?"
way.
He was like, "Was this some type of misunderstanding?" Capone didn't say nothing, and so since he thinks Capone is an ally, still he's not gonna be. Let me look at Capone's future. Let me see what he's gonna do. So he's not gonna be focused.
Ty,
Let me go
that's
next.
not how Ty, that's not how the power works.
Matt, let me hold up. Look, I think the way it works is like the best way to explain it would be like how Sharingan, right? If you are being attacked and you have a 3-star Sharingan, you're like gonna perceive that attack like if they have a malicious intent and you have a high tier hockey and you feel like they're about to do something in a small, whatever they're about to do, you can perceive that that's what he has. He can perceive like
but that's
something.
observation.
Dude, I feel like they
It's
were
almost
making
like a
this a little bit
Sharingan,
more.
but with-
I feel like
that's just
it's a
everyday
little bit more
observation.
complicated
All
than
right,
what it
but
needs to be.
Even
But,
even with the type of future powers I want to give him, this is not the first time somebody can see the future has ever been introduced in One Piece,
you guys,
and it's not the first time.
This is
in
literally
history
the
of
first
anime.
time. This is the first dude. This is the first time in One Piece that it has been confirmed that somebody is seeing the future with observation hockey.
But
Yes,
come
it
on,
is.
really though? But listen. We know that the lady I was just talking about, Madame Shirley, she's using observation hockey too. When Shanks
Yes,
told
but it
Whitebeard,
wasn't confirmed. No,
Shanks told
It
Whitebeard,
wasn't confirmed. It wasn't
it
confirmed.
doesn't
We
have
don't
to be
know that for a
confirmed.
fact.
Why does it have to? We know for a fact that like it's one of those things where it's like in cartoons all the time and stuff like, and in mangas it's like, all right, they might not say this is what they're doing, but when people use powers like that in the One Piece universe, the only powers are hockey related. So like, you know that she's using it through some type of way of hockey. But I just want to say is that like if Luffy's unpredictable, right? So like, I remember in Yu-Gi-Oh when Yugi dueled Pegasus, right? Pegasus could read Luffy's. I mean, he could read Yugi's mind. So what Yugi did was he started drawing cards, not looking at it, and just doing unpredictable stuff. So Pegasus couldn't read him. If Luffy acts like a fool, which he's bound to do, Katakuri can't read that. That this guy, like, if Luffy doesn't even know.
No.
Okay, but Luffy isn't the only factor. Luffy isn't the only factor.
Yeah, exactly. But that's
with
why
NL, but
that's why the way that One Piece works and Luffy's the main character is
You
probably
guys
gonna
are-
play in like that, where Luffy's gonna do. When Luffy's
person.
and remember, Luffy's like, yo, I got this. It's gonna be funny. So Luffy's gonna do something so unpredictable. Katakuri is gonna throw him off, and he's not gonna be able to do anything. And that's all the time they need.
Wait.
The 5 to 10 seconds.
Ty, you can't be unpredictable for someone that literally sees the future, though.
Exactly.
Like
No, you can.
No, you can't, because then
You can't.
if
do
you
that.
were to be stupid on purpose, I see the
this
future and I already
depends.
know that you did it on purpose.
No, but listen though, this
Yeah, I agree
depends
with
on your power, and this depends on how unpredictable the person is. So put it like this: like say like as Capone, he has this whole thing planned out. He's ready for it. He's just waiting for the right time. He's waiting for 12 o'clock sharp, whatever. Now Luffy, he's just gonna go act the fool. You might know that this guy's gonna act the fool, but you don't really know what this guy's gonna do. And again, Luffy's not even the main problem. Other people shooting. So now while you're trying to figure out Luffy, Capone shooting these things at Big Mom.
How long do you think it's really gonna take Katakuri to figure out Luffy? Like, you make it seem like Luffy's just gonna have him on his.
Katakuri's gonna find Luffy. Probably
you make it seem like Luffy's just gonna like throw Katakuri off of his toes or something, and Katakuri's just, oh my gosh, I can't do anything against that.
Nobody and he can't. But check this out. He's not one.
Wait, can I just
He's
can
not.
I ask you guys a
I don't
question?
really know what's
Wait, hold on.
He's
Can I
not
just-
one shot in Luffy though.
There's
So at the
no
same
way
time,
you can really know.
he's him messing with Luffy will give them the window opportunity that they need. He's not one shot in Luffy though. And
Let
at
me
the
ask
same
you this
time,
real quick,
Capone
though,
is an
yeah?
ally, so he's not going to be thinking about let me keep an eye on Capone and let me approach Luffy.
Let's just say
Luffy
20
could be in
seconds into the
disguise.
future. Yeah? No, wait. If he sees 20 seconds into the future, yeah, does it take him 20 seconds to see it, or is it instant?
I think it's instant.
To watch through it, or is it instant?
I think it's
Listen,
instant.
I want to.
Because that could change a lot. Like if it actually takes like 20 seconds for him to watch it through, then that would change a lot.
One vision, dude. You're asking questions that we literally got confirmed on this chapter.
No,
He
but it
literally
wasn't confirmed, though.
saw everything, or he was up there. He told Capone what was gonna happen.
But how is it
And then he
confirmed
even
that he
told
didn't
him,
watch shit?
he told him what Capone was gonna say.
Yeah, I was just not
All right, but
agreeing.
if I wait, hold on, wait, Ty, stop. If I just watched you say that in my mind and repeated it to you, then you said it back to me. How is that confirming that it's instant?
If you watched me
Yeah,
say,
but come on, Vision, you're not understand. You know what? Listen, what Matt Beast is that, like, despite him watching the future of Jigro, or whatever his name was, he then went on to the next level of after Jigro was dead, he looked into the future of Capone and what Capone's response would be. He then predicted what Capone was going to say. All this and that.
Okay.
He did multiple futures at once.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
But also, though, theory, if he say he can see 10 seconds into the future, he would know that he's going to destroy Drago, and he would know what Capone would say before the fact, right?
Exactly.
That's
He could have been sitting there looking into the future for as long as, like, he could have been doing that for some long ass time.
No,
We
no,
wouldn't
no,
have
but, no,
known.
but, no, but this,
Can
no,
you
this is what
say
I'm
that?
saying. Wait, I'm not finished. This is what I'm saying is that, yes, that part is correct, but then it stops there. However, he went further, and then Capone had a response. And as Capone was responding, he said how Capone was going to respond.
This is all I'm going to say, because I don't think that there's any way you can actually come to like an objective answer on this. I think it's just subjective. But this is how I saw it. He looked into Jigro's mind. He saw that Jigro in the next 10 seconds was going to shoot Capone's people or blah, 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 blah. And he did that. And then he killed the dude. And then after that, he was telling Capone like the story. And then he looked in Capone's mind and he said, "You're going to say this." And then Capone said it. I think it's two separate occasions.
I agree with that.
Exactly.
I think that like how Rayleigh taught Luffy fucking observation hockey when he was dodging shit before the elephant ever threw an attack. You can have an advanced level of observation hockey to the point where you can even maybe see what somebody's gonna say before they even fucking say it. Especially if they're about to throw a full on like attack that can crush a mountain or something. So it's not that hard to perceive that your observation hockey is good enough to know like what his intentions were. He doesn't necessarily know the future. He could just have good ass observation hockey. That's my point.
What I want to say is I was saying
just to clear.
hold on.
The future is like that. That's kind of crazy. That's ridiculous to know the future. How do you?
Just to clear something.
Don't downplay a admiral or a Yonko commander like that.
He is so. Check this out. I'm not against him knowing the future. I just think that like when you act a fool, that messes it up. And remember, I said that it doesn't. The future's the future. But keep in mind, don't cut me off. Keep in mind that when Luffy fought Enel was reading the future because Luffy couldn't land a blow, and that's when Luffy did a crazy, unpredictable rubber punch. No, listen, that's when he did that rubber punch that went all
that's not
over
what
the
he
place.
did. That's not what he did. He did a ricochet punch, and he
Exactly.
he did a ricochet punch, and he said that the ricochet punch, he couldn't tell.
I like how Bow Wow is flipping out in the chat.
He couldn't tell where the punches were coming from because they were bouncing off of.
Yeah, so basically, I want to because
listen. That's some random. Wait, that's some random stuff. So all Luffy has to do, and you know he's capable of this.
That's not random stuff.
Do some random crazy stuff.
No, let me explain.
So hold on, look. If he turns himself into a ball and he bounces around,
that
would throw him off.
Nell's observation hockey was like this. Okay, he could predict, like, so say you were gonna, he could like basically read your mind, right? So say you were gonna throw a left punch, he could see, oh, you're throwing a left punch. Or if you're going to throw a right kick, oh, you're kicking from the right. But the thing that Luffy did was he hit the wall so that he himself didn't know where the punches would land.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a difference between Katakuri would be able to tell where the punches are going to land because he can literally see the future. It's different than like reading your mind.
Difference.
Yeah, like Anel was basically reading his mind.
Now, is that seeing the future or is that just having fucking good
observation? No, listen, he probably
future?
just has. No, Capone said that his observation hockey is so good he can see into the future a bit. So listen, it's still observation hockey. He's using it to like it's like one of those things where like, you know, he's so good at it he could see things before it happens. But if Luffy does something unpredictable like that, it's gonna throw it off. It's not gonna be able to work.
What we're trying to say is that
I think it's obvious that Katakuri's observation hockey is better than
it's completely different.
I think
Enel wasn't reading the future. Enel wasn't reading the future, whereas Katakuri is.
I think Enel is best described as high level prediction. But I think Katakuri is seeing literally into the future.
I think he's literally. I don't think it's any like semantics. I think he directly sees in the future.
Yeah.
But it's limits. It's always limits on seeing the future.
Or it's
And
definitely
in
limited.
every show that anybody lets somebody see, and y'all
Ty,
taking this
we
guy's
have been
limits.
saying,
Wait.
dude,
But
we have
listen,
been
y'all
saying
taking
that the
his
whole
limits.
time.
Y'all taking his limits away, and you act like it's nothing that
What
can
do you
stop
mean
him.
we're taking his limits
Because
away?
if Luffy does something
dude,
unpredictable, he shouldn't be able to tell that.
no,
Oh,
that's
Ty,
not.
wait, you're not listening to what we're
Dude,
saying.
you're not
That
listening
doesn't
to
have to be
what
the
we're
limit,
saying.
though.
It doesn't.
Like even in
Yo,
I think
I
before we
gotta.
keep on arguing, like the best way, like the
and
way I think
another
the
thing too,
divide
people.
is. Go ahead. No, go ahead, bro.
Oh well, all right. So people's future could change by a strong will. Like, and this is going back to Yu-Gi-Oh though. But in Yu-Gi-Oh, the lady Asizu, she had the Millennium Necklace that could see into the future. She thought Kaiba was gonna attack her with Obelisk, and she had a whole plan. Kaiba was like, "Yo, I choose my destiny. I'm gonna attack with blue eyes," and she couldn't see that. So it's limits on this future stuff. It's not just that. That's it. This guy can read the future. We gotta quit.
dude,
I'm just
he's
gonna-
looking a bit into the future. He's not predicting like what they're gonna do in 30 minutes based off
I'm
of
just
this
gonna
situation.
speak for myself. The way I think this chapter is set up, the way they're like illustrating everything with his abilities, it makes it like paint a picture like he can see into the future. But I think it's kind of like hype, and like it's hyping the fact that he's really fucking he has really potent observation hockey. I don't think he.
I agree.
All right,
Yo, they
wait,
already said, dude.
It's
Wait,
hype.
wait. They literally
From
said what you
Capone.
just said. The Capone literally just said what you said.
Also,
But
let me talk.
you're taking away this is what we do with these like characters that we're introduced to. Oda puts them up here, and then we like to take them down a little bit because we're like, oh no, that's too strong. That's way too strong for him.
The thing is like we literally got information that this is the highest bounty we've seen in the story so far, and it's basically Capone said himself he's the strongest person at the entire venue. So why are we trying to downplay this thing? Like, oh
Capone.
no, oh he can't see the future. Like we don't downplay someone. Like it's
We're
not
not
like
downplaying him. We're being realistic about it.
That was literally
Capone didn't
stated.
say.
He can see a bit into
well, I'm
the
not
future.
talking to you, Ty. I'm talking to basically that gold. But
He can see a bit into the future.
Yeah.
That's what was stated. That's all we need to go with. No one's saying that we're giving him unlimited abilities. I think everybody in here has stated
Every time
that we don't see him that we don't see him seeing 30 minutes. We
Every time
even
we
said
bring
that
up,
him
which
seeing
is
5 minutes into the future is hexed.
every
We all
time me
said
and
that.
One Vision brings up situations to where his powers might not work out, you go no, like it works. You can see the future.
No, you're having a misunderstanding because I'm saying he cannot see into the future. That's my point.
Yeah, but
My
you've got
point
no
is he
reason
doesn't
to
see
say
into
that
the
because
future.
you've got no reason to say that because they
He just
literally
has
said
high tier observation hockey, bro.
You said what?
chapter he sees into the future.
Yeah.
I think he
So
can
why
see
do you
into the
have no
future,
reason
but I
to say
think it's just a bit. I don't think it's so dangerous.
No,
that the
Ty,
plan
Ty,
doesn't
we
work
agree
out.
there.
He
We
said
We're
we all
agreeing with
agree
that.
with that.
We're
We've
agreeing
all
with
been
that.
saying that.
We agree with that. We agree that it's just a bit. It's limited.
Then
It's
fine, yeah.
limited.
Then
That
we
it's
pretty much
limited.
agree.
No, I know, but what I'm
There's
saying
nothing
too,
to
which
disagree
I'm not
about.
sure if y'all agree with it or not. Like, I understand if y'all think the plan will work because of other reason, but I'm saying is that his powers aren't such a threat that the plan cannot happen anymore. I think the plan is still a go. You get what I'm trying to say? But he's just saying like, yo, this watch out for this guy. He's the most troublesome. And I just want to correct Fru. He didn't say he's the strongest
Go
guy at
you,
the team fight. He just
Ty.
said he's the most trouble. And that's
I
how
mean,
his
I guess,
observation hockey.
Another thing, guys, is like if you had to put this guy in a matchup with other people, let's say Jack, or no, we could even use Cracker. Let's use Cracker. If this guy had to fight Cracker, we know that he's supposed to be stronger. How is this ability better than everything Cracker's shown?
true. So I mean, wait, what are you trying to say about that? Are you trying to say that
You said
he
how
has
is this
more?
ability? You said how is this ability better than what
Well, then,
Cracker has
like,
shown?
if you don't have the strength to back it up, you can see
Right.
the
I
future.
think what Theory is trying to say is that even though he can see the future, don't forget that he's also probably a monster and like fighting capabilities.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
true.
that's
I
what I'm
agree.
saying.
I agree that he's a monster with his fighting capability. Like he showed how strong he was with just throwing a jelly bean. Like, another thing too that I think he's a right hand man. I think Jack is a right hand man, but I do think that his seeing into the future stuff, it helped get his bounty that much higher than Jack's, because what he could do, like I don't think he's able to stop the plan with his observation hockey alone. But what he could do, say if he was fighting Cracker, right? He could be like, you're gonna make a biscuit soldier. You're gonna make 2 biscuit soldiers. You're gonna attack me. He could like block everything. He could mess up his his opponent mind so much. I could just see him like vauderizing people on some Itachi type stuff.
I kind of see it like I'm maybe I'm just like using the wrong word, but I kind of like when I was saying he can't see into the future. Like I just consider it being good observation hockey. So yeah, technically he is seeing into the future. So
No,
we don't really disagree at all. We don't
But you
disagree.
see, you see what I'm saying? Where like it's better for battle, not so much that he can stop a plan with it.
But there's an inconsistency too, whereas like this is the best observation haki feed we've seen in the series.
Yeah,
so when we compare it to people who's had more screen time, like Fujitora, Mihawk, do these guys have it? Because if they do, they've never shown it.
No, well, here's the thing. I think that like Fuji's hockey is unique. I think Usopp's is unique. I think Potato Stars is unique. That doesn't mean that they're the only ones to have it, but I think it's something like that. To where Fuji has what he has, where he can't see into the future, but he can see the colors and he can read people's moods and stuff.
Yeah,
but
Katakuri can see into the future. That was Madam Shirley because she has a unique
hers
to see into the future, and I feel like that balances out. She's like a weak fucking person, but she has a really strong, unique, rare ability, right? Now Katakuri, he's strong and he has that ability to see because he's honed his fucking observation.
Well, I think the difference between Katakuri and Shirley is that Shirley doesn't know exactly how to use her powers because, like, I think it's like one of those things where she was naturally born with it. So I think that her predictions are super vague, and she can predict something, but I don't think that she can predict it accurately like Katakuri can, to where he can literally.
And this is the
she'll
thing.
predict something and she wouldn't even know when it's gonna happen. Like
nobody who could tell the future.
As Katakuri.
No, but what I'm trying to say is, if Mihawk has crazy observation haki, it's different. He can't see the future. He can do something else. How do we scale it? Do we say Katakuri has better observation than Mihawk, or how do we compare them?
I think they're all gonna have like different specialties. Where Mihawk, he was able to sense like literally like where Luffy was from like across the battlefield, like individually, like where he was. So it's like he had like pinpoint observation.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, some people think that there's like different types of observation hockeys, and like, can you learn all of the types of observation hockeys? Like,
I don't think you can. I think it's something.
I don't even.
Yeah, I think you specialize in a certain type.
And I think it's a little bit further than specialized. I think like it has to be something like you see how Kobe just started freaking out and his hockey unlocked. So it's something like you'll have something that's the strongest, and that's what you like. If you train that, you get it to a hacks level, like what Katakuri has.
Yeah, but you have to train.
There's all different types of observation.
Yeah, so you have to be blessed in that area, and you have to train it. Then you get to be hacks in it.
Yeah. Yeah. On that note, we're gonna end it here. We got to 299. Maybe we'll get to 300 tomorrow. We'll see. But like the stream. Every time we get a hype chapter, people like come to the stream and shit. But yeah, like the stream. We'll catch you guys tomorrow.
Peace.
Peace.
Gotta go.
Bye-bye.